Whoops, I accidentally clicked the mute button. You said I sound quiet? Let me change that. You can probably turn me up on Discord.
That's what I have to do usually.
You're next to me on Discord, so.
Oh shit, hold on, I may be able to change that. Okay, how do I sound now?
The same.
Better.
The same? Better? Okay, I've turned my mic itself all the way up. Maybe I'll, microphone level. Okay. How do I sound now?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Okay. Alright. We resume our journey at the foot of the mountain, where you reunited with each other after 10 long years. Sword. After this this rest, you have been the first to wake up. What are you doing?
I mean, to be fair, I probably didn't sleep.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to leave.
Yeah? Alright. Leia, have you slept at all?
Since it was a short rest, she probably would have, like...
Oh god, there's an echo.
Oh?
Oh, is there an echo? Wait.
It's on God's end.
I'm not hearing one from no one.
I'm watching his mic light up every time.
It was... I was using the wrong microphone.
That's why you sounded weird. You sound great now.
It all makes sense now.
You sounded quiet to me. You sounded really fuzzy.
Yeah, I was using my earbuds instead of my my fucking mic.
God.
Okay, how do I sound now? Do I sound good?
Much better.
Much
Okay.
better.
Awesome.
And there's no echo.
Awesome.
And it doesn't sound
and
like
if
you're underwater.
Yeah.
I'm on PlayStation again, so I might cut out at some point, so I'll just leave and rejoin when that happens, but we will continue. So Saleya, what were you doing?
She probably would have gotten, like, a little bit of shut-eye.
Okay. For the sake of this, especially since I don't need to ask Valen because he lost a lot of blood last session, so he's probably taking a nap.
Yeah, it's got tentacled to death.
Valen was not privy to that entire conversation we had last session.
Yeah.
He was unconscious.
So, Sword, you were the first to get up and get all of your things. Where are you going?
I am, like, there's this moment where she, like, walks to leave camp, and then she stops. And she kind of stands there for a minute and glances over her shoulder in Saleya's direction and sighs. And then takes another step forward and then stops. Rubs at the bridge of her nose and turns around, walks back over and nudges Saleya to wake her up.
Alright. You nudge Saleya. Saleya, you feel somebody nudging you.
Saleya looks up and goes, what? Oh?
I'm leaving, she says.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting you to tell me.
There's this kind of mildly flushed, irritated look on her face as she looks away and starts walking.
I'm leaving. Doesn't elaborate. Leaves.
God.
Alright.
She'll get up and grab her things and then nudge Valen awake.
What year is it?
What year is it?
What year is it?
Good question. What year is it?
If that isn't important information, then I will. Then, Saleya will just shrug.
Same year.
Same one it was when you fell asleep.
The last thing I remember is freaky fucking demon guy, I think. Like he's a merchant? I don't remember. What's going on? What's happening?
Our friend is heading out.
Oh, okay. How far away is Sword at the moment?
I'd say about 40 feet.
Brian's gonna... Or not Brian. Valen is going to look at Saleya and then look back at Sword. I don't trust her. I'm gonna follow her.
Can I hear that?
You know, like whisper it so Sword can't hear that.
Okay, Valen, roll stealth and sword roll perception.
Rolled a 3, it's fine.
What in the name of the god is cat doing? Oh, damn it. A 19 for stealth.
Okay, yeah, so you were quiet enough that you did not hear it, Sword.
Scary skeleton.
Well, I do trust her. And I think it would probably be a good idea if we stuck with her. Considering there's monsters in these woods.
I mean, did you see the way she took out that whatever the shit it was? She stabbed a sword through it. I don't know if she would need much help.
You, on the other hand, could.
I don't think the help was for Sword.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know what you're talking about. I am 100% stealthy. I am just as dark as the night, like Batman.
You almost got gutted like a fish.
I have no recollection of almost getting tentacled to death.
I didn't say that.
I'm
You did.
making this up. He's just gonna say, he's gonna turn around and start following Sword.
You're just gonna start following? Okay.
Just like, I'm just in the conversation.
Alright, Sword, you sent somebody walking up to you.
I already know who it is, so I'm not gonna bother. She just
Alright,
keeps walking.
You keep walking. Saleo, what are you doing?
So, are your friends particularly welcoming to outsiders?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just curious.
She doesn't stop, but she kind of glances in Salea's direction. If you think you're coming with me, you are mistaken. I'll get you back to the academy in one piece, but after that, we're going to have to part ways. For a time, at least.
If you think I'm not going to follow you around, you're the one who's mistaken.
I'm serious, Sword says, actually turning to look at you. You're not coming with me.
Very well.
She keeps walking again.
Keep walking. Alright. You all gather your things and make your way across the mountainside. At a certain point, you guys reach a crossroads. One path leads upwards towards the academy, and the other splits off into a cliffside. About 2 hours have passed.
Is this like a well-traveled road? Like, have people come and gone from here regularly?
Doesn't seem so. It's a path that exists, but not the main path, since it's kind of out of the way.
Gotcha. I'm assuming Sword's going down to the one where the cliff is?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm going back to the academy, whichever way that direction is.
Alright, you're going back to the academy, which is up. Yeah, it's on the path upwards.
Valen never have seen the entrance that leads, or the pathway that goes down to the cliff. He's gonna go that way.
Okay. You go down towards the cliff. What are you looking for?
Just to see what it is. Just exploring.
Alright. You see a cliff and a pile of rocks. That's about it.
Rocky.
A really good view. It is midnight though, so you can't see too much.
Nice. Valen's gonna start heading his way back to the academy.
Alright. you follow the others, and after about, I'd say like another hour and a half, you guys reach the academy. This is sort of back entrance, so you guys are in. You come out into a big courtyard. There's no actual entrance in this path. It's more so through a line of like bushes on a fence into a courtyard. Sword, what are you doing?
She's gonna get them back to the main academy grounds, and then she is going to very promptly. What's the phrasing? Like the old stalker serial killer films, back away into the crowd, and when somebody passes by, she's gonna disappear.
Yeah,
God.
he'll do that. Yeah, so you've gotten them to the main academy grounds. Saleya and Valen, you are back just outside of the academy, and this is this big courtyard that leads off into a cliff.
And Soleil will turn before Sword parts and say, I better see you again.
Sword's just gonna glance down at her feet. You can't tell if she nods or not.
She'll nod, tipping her hat towards you. It was nice catching up. She's gonna leave before she says or does something.
Okay. You leave. The rest of you. So you are left back at the academy grounds. I did say before session that you guys would be able to go get some more supplies or anything in case you need them.
Let's see. I don't think I have much. I've got the potions. Oh, right. I never got to add those to my inventory.
Yes. How many did you grab again?
2 medium healing potions, I'm pretty sure. Or like
Okay. Yeah, I think that's
the
what you
level
got, yeah.
above common.
Yeah. You got the 2 uncommon ones, yeah. I have it written down right here.
Greater healing, yeah.
Yeah. You can add those. And you guys would know that there's probably some form of merchant or somebody you can speak to on campus grounds if you'd like to go over there.
Alright.
What are you doing, Valen? You following?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
'Cause he
You
doesn't know
guys...
much about this. Oh, bless you. He doesn't know much about Sword, but something seems very different for all 3 of them to have been here, and her experience have been drastically different. So he's just gonna investigate.
Yeah? What are you investigating exactly?
Just like where she's going, because she doesn't know that she's a follower of Bane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't privy to
he
that
doesn't-
conversation.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
doesn't know that because he was out.
Mhm.
So he just the vibes were bad, basically.
Yeah, so...
He's gonna follow this complete stranger.
So, Sword has disappeared into the crowd at this point. You don't know where they went.
Can I climb onto? Is there a building I could climb onto to like get an overview?
You can climb onto, I don't know, a wall. That's probably the highest, like, accessible vantage point.
Valen's gonna. Where is Saleya even nearby Valen at this point?
I mean, Soleil probably would have stuck near you unless you, like, wanted her to leave you alone.
Oh no. He's going to look at Saleya, just be like, "I'll be back." Pull his hood of his cloak over his head and like start climbing a wall.
Back from
Okay.
where?
I don't know. Can I roll a perception check to see where Sword is?
Sure. Sword, roll stealth.
Where the fuck is my stealth? Wow, that was a bad roll. Can you behave today? 9.
9. Alright. 1 sec. What'd you roll for perception?
20.
What'd you roll?
20.
20? Natural?
Oh.
No,
30, 20? Okay.
30, 20.
Yeah, so...
I wish it was an ad 20. I'd have been hyped.
You
Let's
see...
go.
you see just barely... Oh shit, I accidentally punched my mic. You barely see what you think is Sword walking back down the cliff.
He's gonna follow at a distance as to not make it obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Following, he's just going that direction. Because they would have seen him go down to the cliff and investigate anyways. Like you said, the view is probably nice, so...
That's fair.
It's just out for a midnight stroll, you know?
Yeah. Very enthusiastic walk.
Yes.
Alright. Back to...
Wall run.
Saleya, so you're looking for a merchant to buy things off of?
As Valen sneaks off into the distance.
Saleya doesn't really need anything, so she's definitely got her attention on. She's gonna like trail Valen because she doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Okay.
He's acting extremely fucking weird.
Alright,
He's
so...
investigating a weird person.
You trail Valen. Sword, would you like to roll any sort of perception check? The other two roll stealth.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Oh my god, I rolled the same thing 3 times in a row! I'm gonna cry.
So much for being an assassin.
I'm gonna cry. I got a 10.
I'm 13, but I barely succeeded.
14 without any. Hang on, what's your stealth?
It doesn't matter at this point. She rolled
Yeah.
bad. She's not paying attention.
It's a soft
Yeah.
16.
She assumed you guys would just fuck off.
Sword is not pleased about the conversation that's about to happen. We'll put it that way.
Oh.
So, you guys are following Sword, who very clearly has not noticed you yet. Sword, you have been up and down this path hundreds, perhaps thousands of times over the last 10 years, much to the point that has been ingrained into your mind. You find yourself in a small clearing at the edge of the cliff. There you find a pile of rocks and boulders against the mountainside. What do you do?
Sword's gonna check to make sure nobody's in the immediate vicinity.
Alright, roll perception. Others roll stealth.
Please! I got a 12. Jesus.
13.
There is nobody.
I'm having a bad day. I really am. I'm gonna switch my dice out here in a second.
You're a poor assassin, Jesus.
She's gonna sigh suspiciously and then turn back to the rocks.
Turn back to the rocks.
She's
What do
gonna
you do?
reach into her cloak and grab the pendant of her necklace and pull it out.
You pull out the pendant, which has the mark of Bane upon it. You hold it up, as you normally do, towards the moon, where its reflective surface comes into contact with the moonlight, and a beam of light emits from the medallion, burning away the illusion and revealing the hidden path in the rocks. There is now a cave in front of you.
Tuck the pendant back in and go inside.
Alright. Inside, you find a door with... Yeah, I'm gonna pull out a Skyrim on this one. The door is the Dark Brotherhood door.
Son of a bitch!
What is the music of life?
And that's more of a Bane thing. So the door, instead of a skull on it, you see a hand
The
print.
hand, yeah.
And, yeah, big stone hand. And within the palm of the hand is a hand-shaped socket.
Sword is going to. You didn't tell me anything about this. Sword's gonna put her hand in the door.
You put your hand on the door, and you feel a sort of resonation within your body as, how would I put it? You see the scars on your arms, at least underneath your bandages, begin to glow. You hear the sounds of mechanical gears shifting and rumbling, which shakes the stone corridor around you. And finally, the door slowly opens, its stone frame scraping against the floor, where behind this door you find someone waiting on the other side.
She's gonna step inside and look to see who's there.
You see your rival, Vigilant Maven, waiting patiently for you.
Sword gives her a deadpan expression.
The High Inquisitor has been waiting your arrival. He wishes to speak with you in his chambers. He will call upon you when he is ready. For now, do as you please. Wait in your chambers or do whatever you like. I care not.
Likewise, Sword will say, and pass by her without even looking at her.
As you pass by, she sort of bumps her shoulder into you, trying to stop you momentarily, and says, "Make no mistakes, Sword. Let's hope your audience with the Inquisitor is uneventful." She
What's that
says as
supposed
she
to mean?
she says nothing.
Sword's
to-
gonna
in
grab
response
her
to that.
arm.
She looks to you with the same deadpan expression.
I don't take lightly to threats. I will beat the fuck out of you if you don't explain yourself.
Inquisitor's orders. She shakes you off and walks away.
Bitch. She's gonna walk towards her room.
You walk towards your room. The others, you have just seen the rocks on the side of the cliff disappear and burn away, revealing a cave.
Oh.
Valen's gonna look at it, and then... Does it look like this it would close automatically?
I don't know. There's somebody with you that would be able to tell.
Brian,
I'd be
or
able
not
to
Brian.
tell.
Valen's gonna look at Soleil and be like, "You think this door would close automatically? Or does he even know?"
Would that be like an Arcana check or something?
Yes.
Oh god.
12.
12? Here, let's see.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Okay. So, I mean, you could if you want, yeah.
Yeah, why not? That's a nat 20.
That's
Oh,
a natural
damn.
20.
That's a nat 20.
Thank God, because Celia barely failed that check by 1 point. So you somehow, with all of your infinite wisdom, could tell that this door will definitely close after some period of time.
Valen, not wanting to push his luck, is gonna back out. He's gonna leave.
You back out and leave. Celia, you see him beginning
Wait,
to walk
did he
away.
see how Sword opened the door?
You saw her pull out a pendant, which reflected the moonlight onto the surface of the rocks, and then they disappeared.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Celia, yeah, you're now seeing him back away.
So you don't want to go in there?
No, that door definitely would close on after a set amount of time. I don't know how long that time would be, and if there anything like... Does he know Sword's name?
As Sword?
Sword introduced herself as Sword, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't remember if she did or not. Okay. And if
Uh-huh.
they're all anything like Sword, I don't want to be caught in a cave of assassins, that would be mildly unfortunate.
That would be.
Mildly unfortunate.
Mildly unfortunate.
That'd be a little unpleasant. That's fair enough.
So until I can either gather more information or figure out just what's bugging me about her, because I don't know what it is. I just don't trust her.
Saleya shrugs.
Valen's gonna keep walking away from the cave as to just in case someone like pokes her head out and sees them standing there.
Wait, were you looking
Gonna
for?
go find a merchant.
You can go find a merchant.
Go find a merchant.
You're gonna go find a merchant. Saleya, are you following?
Yeah, Saleya will follow.
You follow. You know that there is a subsection of the academy. Basically, a lot of merchants hang around there, sell things to, the rich and wealthy. So you would be able to find a merchant there. You enter this small district and see lots of different shops and stores for usually very specific things. One shop for, let's say, you see a shop for parchment, you see a shop for weaponry, you see all that sort of stuff. Would you like to roll to find a very specific one for your needs?
One moment.
I gotta check to see if there's any. I really wish it told me whether or not spell components were consumed.
I don't worry about spell components as long, and for me, as long as it's not powerful spells, like any spell past like 6th level, that's when I'm fine with components, but anything below that, I don't really care.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Did Valen see that it was a pendant of Bane?
Yes.
Would anyone sell one of those? Because he's gonna try to get one to break into there.
Probably no one would sell one, but you can definitely find stuff here just for resources, but there could be an alternative way to get your hands on one.
Okay. Just in case he's gonna find a what would be called a glass blower? Is that where they sell like things made of glass? Or
You're looking for a glass blower?
yeah, sure.
Yeah, you guys are looking around and you hear a voice calling out to you all. It's a very strange looking merchant. He says, "Oi, oi, I've seen you guys around here. Is there anything in particular you need? I mean, I think I recognize that one right there." And it's this strange, short man. Hold on. Where is it? There he is. You see this man sort of calling to you guys. He's sort of like mumbling. He says, "I think I've seen that guy around here somewhere." Oh, I sent it into in-session packing. Hold on, I need to send that to face clips.
Oh. Oh god. The fucking goblin!
The goblin.
Valen's going to look
Lord.
at this goblin and just be like, you know where a glass blower might be?
A glass blower? No, but I have things made of glass.
Oh, no thanks. Valen's gonna keep walking.
I'm sure I have something of you that you would want or need.
Do you have any clear glass pendants?
Oh, I have plenty of those.
How much?
Well, it depends on which one you want. I have some that restore health. I have some that do other rambunctious things.
What kind of rambunctious? I need to know how silly.
Oh, you're looking for silly.
How
Oh, I'm looking for so silly, bro. Don't even.
Here, you know what? Let me look around for you. Magic items.
Also,
Oh,
just
you
out
know.
of curiosity, how much would the health pendant be?
Actually, that's a good question. Hold on, I need to pull up his. That one? No, that's not that one. I need to pull up his shop. Where's his shop?
Okay, wait, Dylan. You remember that
Yes.
merchant symbol you sent me?
Yes.
Real. Okay. Can Brian or can Valen show him that? Like
Yeah. You see
like
him.
the thing on him. It'd be like, hey, I recognize that. That's
Hey, you see him scrambling, and then he looks back up at you, and he says, "Ah, I thought I saw you somewhere around here. No, I didn't see you. My friend told me about you.
friend. Who would that be?
The great Caldera. He's one of the higher ups among our organization.
Oh, I thought I recognized that symbol on your jacket.
I mean, how long have you had that coin?"
Not for long. Like maybe a couple days or so.
Would you like to roll a memory check?
Sure. How far would a 14 get me?
Yeah, this isn't a hard check. You've in fact not had this for you've had this for 10 years.
Ah.
Your father gave it to you.
Valen's gonna scratch his head, be like, "I'm dumb. I've had this for like 10 years. I had a traumatic experience with a monster the other day, and my memory's just kind of been foggy ever since.
Oh,
Awful.
so you have one of the older ones. I see. Well, I can fetch you something quite nice for that.
Like, you want me to give you this in exchange for something?
If you want.
I don't know. My father, who disappeared, gave it to me. It's kind of sentimental.
That is fair, though those coins were meant to be spent. They were issued specifically by the Merchants Guild.
If you have any information on someone who disappeared around 10 years ago, then I'll give it to you.
Information about somebody who did well. Now that I'm thinking
Yes.
back, a lot of people disappeared 10 years
People,
ago.
Yeah.
people have
Yeah.
a tendency to disappear in this land.
That's weird. Yeah, my father disappeared from what was the name of the village we were all from, or town?
You guys don't know.
Yeah, my father was in one of the towns that disappeared around 10 years ago, and I was wondering if you had seen him. Kind of looks like me, a little taller. He'll raise his hand about like 3 inches taller than him. Taller than Valen.
The town we came from would have been about northwest of the mountain range.
Northwest of the mountain range. I am unsure if I know anybody of that caliber, but somebody at the guild may know. If you visit Caer Balder or the guild in Silvatania, they may know.
Soleil will look over to Valen and shrug and say, well, that's something.
It's a lead, which is better than we've had in 10 years.
And, well, if your father gave that to you, then I'm sure you might have been part of the very guild that, well, of the representative you're speaking to now.
What would you give me in exchange for this coin?
Well, let me take a look at it real quick. He puts his hand out.
He'll hand him the coin.
He takes it. He says, "This one right here, I say is worth around 50 gold.
What would 50 gold get me?
Well, I could get you a few of my wondrous items, as well as something more expensive for half off.
What kind of pendants did you say you had again that are made of glass? Like you said you had a one that regenerates health, an assortment of different ones.
Well, there was the Amulet of Health, which makes you feel much healthier, up on your toes.
Gotcha. And the other ones are...
Well, not many necklaces of the sort within my collection currently. However, I could order something for you. It may arrive in 2-3 business days.
Tell you what, I'll think about it. Am I just gonna be able to find you around here at any time?
Well, I move around a lot, such is the way of us merchants. But you may find me in Keobalder in the next week or so.
Alrighty, I'll be sure to let you know when I see you in KO Balder.
Well, are you sure you don't want to buy anything first? I'm sure your pockets are quite heavy.
On the contrary, my green friend, they are rather light.
They are rather light. Well, how about you, other one, with the horns?
I'm afraid your fiendish friend. She like reaches up to her head. I don't have horns.
Oh, you don't have horns? Oh shit! You were the
At
one with
least
the wings.
not ones that are visible through her hat.
Yeah, you with the strange wings.
I'm afraid your fiendish colleague already got to us.
Ah, yes. Kaldea spoke of you before he left.
Yeah.
Well, very well. If you need anything at all, I will be here for the next 2 days. After that, I will be in Keobalder, at least on my way.
Did you say your name was?
My name, I am Murdoch the Fell.
I'm sure we'll happen upon plenty more coin within those 2 days, and if we do, we'll be sure to bring it on to you.
Hold on 1 sec. I was putting his name on his face claim. There we go. Oh, very well. Well, I will be here until then. If you need anything at all, please do let me know. I also have smaller things, health potions, magical tattoos, which are very fun little trinkets.
Valen is gonna ignore the comment about magical tattoos because he just thinks that's fucking sick, but he knows he'll get one talking about it. So he's just gonna thank Murdoch and continue on his way.
Well, very well. I'll see you guys whenever you have the coin. Let me know when your pockets get heavy.
Of course.
You
A
love her,
pleasure to
thank you.
meet you.
Yes. Oh, and well, one last thing, just so I could maybe try to persuade you once more. If you ever happen across anybody who, I don't know, is of a particular weakness to lightning, or such as a monster, or maybe a crazy cultist man, do let me know. I have something that can help with that.
Keep that in mind, Murdoch. Thank you.
Very well. Have a good one.
You too. Okay, we'll keep
Very
on
well.
walking down the market way.
All right. You continue walking down. What are you guys doing?
Valen's gonna keep looking for that glass blowing shop.
You find a glass blowing shop.
As far as Valen knows, he just needs like a light to shine on the rocks. He doesn't know if it needs to be a specific, like the ball pendant or bane, not ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you find a glass blowing shop. They are currently blowing glass.
Are you sure that it's a
Valen's
good idea?
Sorry, go ahead.
Are you sure it's a good idea to try and find a way to break in there?
The only way to know if it's a good idea is to do it.
In my
You won't know until you try.
In my experience, that isn't exactly how it works.
My experience, it's definitely how that works.
I'm going to have
Maybe I
both of
should
you
go
roll
ask Murdoch.
perception.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Perception.
Why am I rolling perception?
perception.
Oh, God. I rolled an 11.
Oh, soft 20.
Soft 20. As you guys are having this conversation, Saleha, you hear two students walking by, and they're saying something that catches your ear. They're having a conversation. It's two girls in their normal uniforms, and they say, I heard that Julian went missing 2 days ago. Have they heard anything about it? No, I have not. His family must be devastated. There was nothing but just a note with a handprint on it when he disappeared. And they walk by.
You don't suppose that's the same? You don't suppose that's connected?
Did Valen hear that conversation too?
She would have relayed it to you if you if you missed it.
I mean, we saw what was on the door, and it was just a handprint. If we did see what was on the door, right? No, I'm not.
I'm sure that it's connected. It does seem strange to me, however, that they would be, as a part of the academy, they would be kidnapping academy students.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, I also forgot to mention, I gave it to Liam, so the academy is divided into 6 houses, which are basically the ruling parties of the house, typical Harry Potter type shit. And I gave Saleha a house, Sword. I'm just gonna text you guys your guys' houses, just so you guys have that in your notes.
As long as I'm not a Hufflepuff.
You are not a Hufflepuff.
Thank fuck! And I rolled a nat 20 for
Wait, what'd you roll? For what?
Oh, I don't know. I just felt like rolling and I rolled a nat 20, so that felt cool. That's Grey Rat. Oh,
Good
gosh.
lord.
All right, there you go. You got. It's not a secret. I was just writing it, giving it to you guys, so you have it in your notes. So you guys know what houses you're in. All right. So wait, were you rolling a nat 20 for any particular reason, or just in general?
Oh no, I just rolled it. I rolled a nat 20.
All right,
Yep,
you rolled a nat
no
20.
specific reason.
Yeah, just does a backflip for no
But
reason.
does this mean this glass blowing
Yeah.
shop has a pendant that's in
Valen-
the shape of a game necklace?
Valen, you do a really magnificent backflip all of a sudden in the middle of the conversation.
Saleha's just looking at you like you're a fucking psychopath.
I wanted to try a backflip and I thought, fuck it, I'm bored.
Anyways,
It's freaking, yeah. Anyways, Valen's gonna walk into this glass blowing shop and ask one of the people, hey, do y'all got any, just like clear glass pendants? You know, it'd be really good for shining a light through them, kind of like a magnifying glass, but not.
Wait, what was that? Sorry, I was
No, you're good.
faxing one of the.
Valen's just walking into the shop asking if they have any, like, clear glass pendants that'd be very reflective of light.
Well, we could give you something like that, but yes, absolutely. What do you desire exactly?
Oh, just something for like an experiment, you know.
An experiment? Well, I don't need to know the reason why. That'll be a silver piece. Do you have silver? You should have silver on you, right?
Definitely have silver on me. He's gonna hand him 1 gold piece.
You hand him a gold piece, and then he takes it and gives you, I want to say, 49 silver coins in return as change.
Valen, feeling oddly generous, is gonna say, no, keep the change, and wink at him.
He looks very excited and conflicted at the same time as he takes the money. Very well.
How quickly will that be made?
Well, it should take about an hour or so. What exactly are you looking for on the pendant? Any specific design, or do you just want glass?
I don't think this is gonna be Valen thinking. He's gonna be like, I don't think it'd be a good idea to just tell them I need a glass bane necklace. That sounds kind of.
Soleil just looks over to you and says, "You do realize I could make an exact copy of that pendant, right?"
Valen's gonna look over at Soleil and be like, seriously? Just wait till now to say that?
You didn't exactly tell me what you were trying to do.
Good boy. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna just some like glass teardrop pendant.
Wait, what'd you say?
Valen's just gonna turn from Soleil back to the merchant and just be like, yeah, just like a glass teardrop pendant that's really good at reflecting light.
Oh, very well. He goes into the back of his shop, and about 15 minutes later, he comes out with the pendant.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a good day. And he's gonna turn around to leave.
You too! And now you have a glass pendant. Also, what are you guys gonna do now?
Valen's gonna look at Soleil and be like, how long would it take you to make the replica pendant?
Well, that depends. I can do it quickly, but it's quite intensive for me.
We can wait about a day to do it. We can do it tomorrow night, because I think it would be weird if it did work and it just opened up the door and no one's there, then they'd get suspicious.
Well, I think it would be smart if we try your way first, so that we don't have to expend any of my magic.
True.
Considering there's a missing person related to this now, I think it's probably quite urgent that we go and figure that out.
Valen's gonna head back. Valen's gonna say to Soleil, okay, then let's go back and try my way first.
Alright. Okay. So, one moment. Just realized my seat. Okay. Alright, so what do you do again?
We're gonna head back to the main entrance.
Alright. You head back over to that entrance area. What do you do?
He's gonna look over at Soleil and be like, if this works, I'm gonna go buy myself some cookies. And he's gonna hold up the pendant and do the exact same thing he saw Sword do.
Alright. You hold up the pendant. The moonlight sort of shines through it onto the rocks. Nothing happens.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I guess it's not my lucky day then. Damn. Did he hear Sword say anything?
No.
No, just. And Valen's gonna look at Soleil and say, I guess we need that pendant then.
Well, we just have to hope that it isn't an enchantment which allows it to do what it does.
I mean, I could always steal one.
If you could find somebody who owns one and are confident enough in your ability to actually take it off of them.
Oh, I'm nothing if not confident.
I mean, perhaps you could figure out how to deal with the locking mechanism? Maybe you could pick the door open.
Valen's gonna walk up to the cliff face, and does it look like there is a lock anywhere?
No.
It's all okay. It's all magic.
You don't need to roll for anything. There's no lock.
I mean, I would be able to if there was a lock at all, but right now it's just he knocks on it. It's just stone.
A shame.
So how much time has passed?
About 3 hours. Also, I'm going to switch over to Sword. You, what are you doing? You have. I'm going to say you probably went to your own chambers.
Yep.
Is there anything you'd like to do?
No, just waiting.
I will say, if any of you guys want to get supplies, I recommend doing so just in case. Just in case.
I mean, I'd imagine she would
Oh.
have some sort of supplies after being in this room for 10 years. So,
Yeah, mechanic-wise, you might want to buy supplies.
It's so concerning to hear. Oh,
I mean-
no.
In regards to supplies, I have healing potions, if that's
Yeah.
what you're
I have
referring
one.
to.
You have healing potions. Sword doesn't.
I guess I'll
I
grab
was just
some.
Galen, really.
We don't have a healer in the party per se, so yeah, just throwing that out there.
I'll grab some healing potions then from somebody.
Alright. Yeah, you head down through the how would I put it? I'm trying to figure out a name for this place. You head through the building and you find people selling supplies, typical stuff. You see one of the members of the organization currently selling health potions, adventuring supplies, stuff like that.
I'm just gonna grab some healing potions.
All right. You quietly put the money on the table and grab how many potions?
What's the cost for them again?
So for here, let me pull up my list. It's in. Nope, it's in this one. Nope, it is not in that one. It's in this one. Okay. All right. So, what kind of rarity of healing potion are you looking for?
What kind did Liam grab?
I got
the
greater healing potions.
Uncommon. They are around 40 gold each.
I'll just grab 2 of those.
All right. You place 80 gold on the table, and he hands you 2 uncommon healing potions. All right. Back to Saleya and Valen. What are you guys doing?
Valen having. Sorry, go ahead.
Saleya is going to just go, well, you tried.
Yeah, we'll figure it out tomorrow at the.
And she's going to if anybody does attempt to accost us, just let me do the talking. And she's going to use Song of Creation to try to create a exact replica of the pendant, the Bale pendant.
All right. You create
Or Bane pendant.
Yeah. You create an exact copy of this pendant.
Valen's just gonna look at Soleil dumbstruck and be like, "I did not know you could do that, but that's fucking cool."
It's a skill of mine. And she will hold the pendant up in the same way that Sword did.
All right. You hold the pendant up in the same way that Sword did, and let me go through my. Let me do some thinking. You know what? It works. You hold it up, and the light shines through the pendant, perfectly centered on the rocks, which you see burn away in an instant as you have revealed the cave.
Valen is gonna say to Saleya, "You know that one person went missing, and all that was left of them was a hand note. What if we pretend like you were sent out on a mission, and I was the one you were supposed to retrieve?"
Precisely. Considering they left a note already admitting their involvement, we can probably convince them that we're simply here to investigate.
1 second.
Oh,
Oh. 1 second it is.
1 second has passed.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Yeah, no, I just heard like a loud noise in my house, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Oh no.
They are approaching.
They are approaching.
Oh God, not again!
Alright, what do you do?
So if the door is there, then Soleil would have to put her hand on the door.
Soleil.
Her hand's door.
Yeah, Soleil will put her clawed hand up to the door.
You put your hand up to the door, and immediately you feel this sensation. You look around, and it's nothing but darkness around you, and you see a pair of eyes with a voice that says, "You do not belong here." And then you are back in reality, your hand now off the door.
Did Valen hear that? Did he just
No.
see this happen?
You
Oh,
just see
okay.
her take her hand off the door.
Wait, why did you take your hand off the door? What happened?
The door talks to me.
Oh, the door spoke to you. That's not creepy at all.
Not at all. It effectively told me that I'm not permitted to enter.
Maybe they have some other way of entrance that doesn't involve going through a door. 'Cause they would have had to get her in 10 years ago.
Well, I'm assuming that the means of entry requires someone who's a part of their faction.
So what's our plan now?
Let's see. Soleil's gonna speak to the door and say, "By order of the Academy, I request that you allow me entry."
You hear silence from the door.
Maybe you have to put your hand on that and say it?
You're welcome to try.
If I'm the one that you're supposedly retrieving for this plan to work, wouldn't it be weird if I was placing my hand on the door? Dad, stop walking on my fucking computer.
I'm not trying to retrieve you.
I was meaning, like, they brought that person back there, like, kidnapping them like that, you know?
I'm lost. They gotta retrieve you now.
Oh, God.
Would you guys like to, I don't know, roll some sort of intelligence check to figure out glean some any information?
I guess if I can roll an Arcana on the door to see if I can, like... I don't have a very good Arcana.
11 would not get you very far.
If you want to glean any information, I'll let you roll a intelligence check.
That's 14. Oh
What
wait,
about
if it's flat intelligence, then it's 13.
Okay.
If it's if it's flat intelligence, I rolled a 21.
21.
21.
And 11.
All right.
10.
So, Valen, you would be able to tell that, well, this is an assassin's organization. There's got to be more than one entrance.
Exactly. So where would he's gonna think? Where would most assassins keep a secret entrance? Behind a cliff, under a ledge. He's gonna walk over to the cliff edge, and literally just peek his head over it.
Another question is, well, you know that this organization is a subsection of the Academy. Wonder if one of the houses
is there
is
a
hiding
catacomb?
it. Well, the question is, there's got to be one of the houses controlling this organization. Which one?
Did it look like there was any indication on Sword that would, like, give him a clue or an inkling of what house would be hiding it?
No, but there's ways to figure it out.
Ways such as...
I don't know.
He's gonna ask, what? So, Leia, what house are you from?
My house was like the Bards.
Yeah.
Basically the Bards College, right?
Yeah, I gave you the house name in your messages
Hold on.
on Instagram if you want to look at that.
Oh. I'm a member of House Rain.
So that eliminates House Rain and Grey Rat, we're pretty sure. Because neither of us are assassins. Are you an assassin?
I don't specialize in murder, no.
Gotcha. What other houses are there?
Here, I'll give you a list. Where is... Alright, I'll put it in... Oh shit, hold on. Let me just add another... Okay. Created a new channel, I'll put it in there. So, these are all the houses you guys know of.
For some reason, Malgrave just sounds suspicious to me. I kind of want to investigate that.
Yeah.
There
Malgrave
are-
does have a very threatening aura.
Yeah.
If you guys would like to roll memory, you guys would know what the houses specialize in specifically.
Sure, I'll roll memory for that.
Yeah, hang on.
$17.
And Celia?
Hang on, what was the roll again?
Memory.
History?
Memory.
Or history. You can do history too if you want.
Because I don't think that memory's,
Yeah.
Here we go. 17?
Alright. You know that House Valentine focuses on martial training, such as... Basically, they train mostly knights, spellcasters, usually for the army. House Rain, Bard's College. Silmire, which focuses on training those in tune with nature, druids, rangers, etc. House Malgrave, which trains spellcasters of all kinds in the arcane arts. House Grey Rat, which trains exclusively in other forms of martial warfare outside of military training. And House Castellan, which is a house of scholars. I think I missed one. Did I? I don't think so. Yeah. So that's what you know.
Well, there's the scholars, there's the soldiers. So Valentine's soldiers reigns as bards. Silmare, you
Rat.
said was...
The Silmire is like nature magic, so druids and rangers.
Oh yeah, like druids and
druids.
Yeah.
So Grey Rat is other, like
Other form.
espionage and
Yeah, it's like the art of war.
espionage, possibly assassination.
I mean, that could be a training course, but since you're a part of it, you would know that no one there partakes
Yeah, I
in
would know.
assassination.
I missed two. What
Yeah.
were Valentine and Malgrave again?
Valentine is martial warfare, and Malgrave is arcane arts.
And Silmar was which?
Selmayr is druids.
Druids, that was what it was. I just fucked it up. I just switched them around. That was why.
Valen's gonna ask Soleil which one she thinks we should investigate.
Well, I feel honestly as though, considering your background, that your house would be the most potentially likely.
That's what it's. That's what I'm remembering, but I don't remember. Can I roll like history or memory check to if there would be any perhaps assassins that I just didn't know about?
If you want, can't promise any information though.
Say, I don't think there would be because he would know, and that's another 17. So I mean,
That's another 17. Yeah, you can't think of any specifically that would partake in assassination.
Although,
yeah,
the thing about assassination is you don't really want people to suspect you of it.
yeah, true. Since Grey Rat is other like forms of warfare, it would make the most amount of sense. Maybe Malgrave since it's arcane. Or it could just be a complete like expectation, like a trick. Like it could be the scholars, like the one we least expect.
I suppose the best possible option could be arcane.
You go to arcane. I'll go explore the scholars, and Where could we meet back up in like a couple hours to discuss our findings?
Probably could just reconvene here.
All right, I'll meet you back here in about what about like 2 or so hours?
That sounds like a good idea.
All right, Valen will start heading towards House Castellan.
All right, you start heading towards House Castellan, and where are you going, Talea?
Soleil will head to Malgrave is the magic one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Soleil's gonna head towards Malgrave.
All right. It is around, I want to say 4 in the morning. Dawn draws near, and let's start with Zalea. You head to House Malgrave. You just see a lot of people practicing the arcane arts, creating or casting spells, researching, pretty much, typical things you see wizards doing.
Soleil's gonna look for somebody who looks like they're kind of like a, not necessarily like an instructor or anything, but someone who's been here for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see one of the instructors. Let's get a name for them. You know what, I'm just gonna do a random name generator.
Bob
Hold on.
Freeman.
Let's pull up fantasy name generator. Oops. Let's go with Oh, there we go. That'll work. You
My
see,
dog.
you see one of the professors, Professor Ophiuchus, standing there, which you have had classes with in the past, joint training programs between the houses. They see you and wave at you.
Ah, Professor, it's good to see you.
Yes, it's been a very long time. How have you been? I haven't seen you in 2 years.
I've been well. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was hoping I could ask you some questions.
Yes, anything.
You see, I've been overhearing a whole lot of concern about this, um, an individual who recently disappeared. Apparently, he vanished without any fanfare, and there's this letter that was left with his within his room.
Yes, that would be Julian of House Silmeyer. Uh, Not much is known, but, well, with the note and everything, everyone assumes that it's most likely the Bane assassins who got after him. We are not sure if he's alive or dead.
That was actually part of why I wanted to find you. You've been here much longer than I have. I don't know much about the Bane assassins.
Well, they're an ancient order from the old world. They always find a way to slip out of everyone's grasp. Bane is a tricky god, but, well, what would you like to know specifically about them?
Well, I know a few things about their god, but I was curious if you knew anything about the organization itself. It sounds like there's been issues with them in the past.
Well, there was the time back in Groshenwald where they tried to assassinate the old king before they became the nation they are today, but that was hundreds of years ago. The last incident, really, with them outside of smaller cases, how would I put it? At one point, they attempted to assassinate the queen of Silvatania.
My.
This was 20 odd years ago.
You don't think that they might have killed Mr. Oh God, what was his name again?
Julian.
Julian. You don't think that they would have killed Julian, do you?
It's hard to say. Uh, They're not like the cultists of Baal. They more focus on political opponents. They are either purchased by some political party or they do it for their own needs. Chances are it's 50-50 whether they kidnapped him or, unfortunately, worst case scenario, killed him. We have our best people on the case right now, but we are just an academy.
And can I roll like an insight to see if he's withholding any information from me?
Yes.
Good thing I've got very good insight.
All right.
Hang on. That would be a 18.
18? Yeah, you can very much tell he is telling the truth. The wholehearted truth of at least what he knows.
And do you happen to know if there's anyone within the academy who's more specialized in either information on the god or the organization?
Well, House Castellan, they are renowned scholars. They pursue knowledge of all sorts, especially those hindering towards the gods. We here, we mostly practice magic, the teachings of Mistra, you know.
Of course. Thank you very much for your help. I think I should go see if House Castellan can give me any more insight.
Very well. Always feel free to stop by whenever you need.
Of course.
Have a good day, then.
You too. May Mistra light your path.
Thank you. You too.
And Saleya is going to head off towards House Castellan.
All right. You head off towards House Castellan, and that's where we're going to switch to Valen. What are you looking for?
Valen is going to. Does he know any like the professors or scholars or anyone?
You don't know anyone from Castellan. They're a hermit group, so they just kind of study and do their own thing. So you don't know any specific professors.
Gotcha. Valen is just gonna walk like through the halls, overhearing conversations, seeing what he can hear.
All right. Feel free to eavesdrop.
Do I have to roll for that, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. 15.
15? All right.
Yeah.
You overhear one of the students. Hold on 1 sec. There we go. You overhear one of the students speaking on the Julius case. One of them says, "Did you hear about the not Julius, Julian?" And he says, "Did you hear about the case with Julian?" And the other one says, "Well, I haven't heard much. I wasn't around during that time, but I heard something about the group of assassins. They follow. What was his name again? Oh, it was Bane, right? Oh, yes, that's right. Haven't heard much about them since. It's been 2 days." And that's what you hear.
Valen's gonna stop, look at them, and be like, I heard you guys talking about about Julian. What can you tell me about that? I was one of his close friends, and I'm seeing if I can find any information on where he might have gone.
Oh, you knew Julian. I'm so sorry. Well, what we know so far, all of our people are doing their best work to figure this out alongside House Silmeyer, but we don't really know. We believe it may have been politically involved. His father is one of the vassals of Silvatania. I know that his father was trying to enact some political change in the region, and soon after he went missing.
Gotcha. I heard you say something about Bane. What would he have to do with this?
Well, they're known to be purchased and sent out for political assassination or kidnapping. It really depends. They're quite nasty group of people.
Gotcha. Valen's gonna think for a moment. You said his father was one of the vassals of Silvatania. Was there anyone who didn't agree with what he was trying to push, or?
Oh, yes, very much so. He was pushing to, what was it? Do you remember? He turns to the other kid and he says, right, he was trying to essentially close trade routes throughout the states. He's trying to limit contact with Kao Balder, and other political figures are having quite the big pushback against it. It seems like he was trying to initiate more contact with Groshenwald.
How do I spell Groshenwald?
It should be on the map. It uses the German S.
No, man.
Oh my God.
Oh. Not to be rude or anything, but did anyone at the school that you know of disagree with him?
Well, this school is a big political mishmash. Lots of wealthy students of lords come here, so I'm sure there was plenty of people who disagreed.
Any professors outwardly give their distaste towards that?
No professors, no, but definitely fathers of the students.
All right, thank you for your time. I won't keep you any longer, and Valen will turn and keep walking.
All right, Saleya, you have just entered House Castella. Oh, is Saleya there? I think they're both gone.
I'm still here.
Oh, you're still here? Okay.
She is probably going to once again do what she did previously and try to find someone who seems, like they might have experience or knowledge on the subject she's trying to obtain information on.
Yeah, would you like to roll investigation?
Sure thing. Would it be investigation or would it be like,
You can roll perception
maybe
if
perception? Let's see.
Valen, roll a perception check too.
you want. Sure.
So that's going to be a 19.
All right. Vale.
Give me a second. Oh, that's an at 20.
Oh, shit. You both are about 40, 50 feet apart as Saleya enters the room. And you both hear instantly two students talking, and they say, "Did you hear that they're initiating a meeting down below? I wonder what it's about, something to do with sword?" And the other one says, yes, I heard that something happened with her mission. And they continue walking.
Does Valen see Saleya?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's gonna walk over to Saleya.
You heard that, right?
Oh no, I definitely heard that. They looked like they were from Castella too.
I have an idea.
Hmm.
Are you confident in your light fingers?
Valen looks at her, raises both of his eyebrows, rolls his eyes, scoffs, and is like, "Ugh, of course I'm sure."
Well, then I am going to provide for you a distraction.
You want me to pickpocket their amulet off of them?
Precisely.
Just one or both of them?
Oh wait, hang on. Well, we already were able to use my amulet in order to open the illusion. What we need is... What we need is to be able to get one of them to open the door.
They're currently walking towards the back of the library.
Saleya is going to follow after them.
You have just seen Saleya run after the students that just walked by.
Not run after so much as quietly try and trail them.
Yeah.
She'll motion for you to follow her as well.
Valen is going to take his own route, making sure to follow Saleya, but not, like, be seen following them together.
Alright. Roll stealth, both of you.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
That's... Oh, no.
What'd
What
you
have
roll?
you done?
I might have just biffed a thing.
What did you roll?
Natural one.
That's a 5, but that plus 4 is a 9, so...
Hang on. 1 second. I might be able to save you. No promises.
If you can't, I'm just gonna pretend like I accidentally spaced out and ran into a bookshelf.
As a DM, I will interject, just in case you want to spare any uses of your abilities. They rolled a 4.
Thank God!
I
Oh,
was gonna cast bardic inspiration, but that works.
Yeah, I didn't want
I
you to
was
waste any
gonna-
of your abilities yet, so.
Dude, I don't think Bardic Inspiration would have saved me.
Yeah, but they
I
rolled a
mean, it
4, so you
can.
gued are good.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah. Okay,
You're
so
focused.
you guys, you guys both sneak past. I won't even let you guys. I don't need to hear any more rolls. And you notice they walk into a back door at the edge of the library.
Valen's gonna look for Solea, mouth the word stop, walk around the previous bookshelf, and meet up with her.
Slayer will follow him.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, so there's no way that's just like an entrance, right? There's no way.
well, it's likely there may be problems, but like I
we
said,
have your
I do
amulet.
have
Yeah,
I have the amulet.
the amulet. Okay, this is gonna be a bad idea. Valen's gonna say to Solea, find this bookshelf in case the thing is trapped and it like explodes or something. That would be unfortunate. I got
It'll be-
exploded.
It'll be fine.
At least one of us would be able to rescue Sword from whatever shit there's going on down there.
If it makes you feel any better, I can take 10 minutes.
Now, Valen is gonna be like, let me try this first. He's gonna walk up to the door. Is the door locked or unlocked?
The door, they just walk through it. There doesn't seem to be a lock.
Oh, okay. He's gonna open the door, peek in slightly.
You open
What's
the
in
door
there?
and peek in. You see them walk up to a bookshelf, pull out one of the books, place something inside, and set it back in. As they do such, you hear this mechanical rumbling as the bookshelf sort of opens up, sort of like slides forward and then slides to the side.
Valen's gonna motion for Solea to get over here.
Solea will follow.
You both see
Is the-
them. Wait, what?
Is the door already like closing as they're walking through it?
Yes. So as they walk through it, you hear what the sounds of like this mechanical whirring, and then suddenly the bookshelf goes back into place.
Oh, damn, I was gonna say if it's not completely shut yet, I was gonna have Valen make like a acrobatics check or something to try and slip through it.
You can if you want, but I can't say that you won't
Oh.
get caught.
Oh yeah, that would be. I don't think I'd be able to knock both of them out. I am sneaky though.
Alright, what do you guys do?
I mean, I rolled a 17 for that acrobatics. No, I won't be able to open it from the other side. I don't think.
What do you guys
Solea
do?
will opt to hold back until they pass through, until they've already left.
Alright,
I'm gonna go
They
to
have
work. I'm
left.
gonna get ready to go to work.
alright.
And then she's going to investigate the book that they pulled out and then put back.
Yeah, you pull out the book and you flip through all of the pages, and eventually you find a piece of the book that has a suspiciously circular slot.
She's gonna pull out
Does
the
it look
pendant.
like the bang pendant would go in it?
You place the pendant inside of the book. It fits perfectly.
Holy shit!
Perfect. She is going to then slot the book back into its place.
Mm-hmm. You slot the book back in, and you hear the mechanical whirring once again. the bookshelf opens up, revealing a tunnel.
Did they retrieve their pendants from the book before they...
No.
Okay. Then she is going to pass through.
You pass through. Valen, what do? Do you pass through as well?
He's gonna follow. Also, I'm gonna
Alright.
be AFK for a minute because I'm gonna go
Okay.
get my stuff for work.
Alright, that's a good opportunity to go back to Sword. Sorry it took so long, I had to get them into the dungeon.
All good.
Alright, with you, I'm gonna get to the... Oops. There it is. There it is. Okay. You are sitting in your room. What are you doing in your room?
Probably going over my supplies and listening to see if my patron has anything to say.
Alright.
And probably checking on Eyes also.
Yeah. Eyes is just sitting upon a perch in your room. Your ritual to speak with Liviatar usually is you placing the sword onto the altar and praying. As you do this, you hear a voice which says, "My dear daughter, soon you will have to make a painful choice between two things you hold very dear to yourself. You must remember to make the right choice, my daughter. For me and for pain, you will know when you have to make it." That is all you hear.
Great. Great. Sword is going to sigh. Put her sword back in its spot.
And it is at that time that you hear a ringing from your door. There's a bell on your door. You know this to be you getting called by the Inquisitor.
Well, I'm going to see the Inquisitor again.
Alright. You walk out and head into the main church building where you know that the Inquisitor is. And I'm going to get a map.
Thank
You
God.
walk into this large room. At the far end where the altar is where you see Juno Castellan sitting there patiently. And he says, "Kneel, Vigilant."
Are we alone?
Yes.
She will do as she's told.
You kneel. I hear you've completed your mission. Anything to report about the beast in the woods? Tell me everything.
The beast is dead. It used nightmares to lure people into its grasp.
Anything about the beast that was strange to you?
Odd, it had so many arms. I've never faced a creature as such before. It was easy to dispatch with the distraction.
Distraction?
There were others there from the academy. A
Did they
bard
see
and
you?
a fighter, I assume?
I see. Did they see you at all?
They did, though I ran the moment I killed the creature.
Do they know who you are?
I'm unsure. One of them was familiar to me. I believe we knew each other when we were young children.
I take it you've still closed your heart to your past, correct?
Not by choice.
Is that everything, Vigilant? If there's anything you would like to tell me, do it now. I took care of you all of these years, you know.
I had a vision.
A vision.
before. When I was first grabbed and brought here.
I'm alive again. Hello.
Welcome back. What was this vision you had, dear Vigilant?
It was the same vision again. Something about a woman of light. A voice was speaking to me, telling me that I needed to use this woman to tear the heart out of something. It was nonsensical. Like
Nonsense.
getting pieces of a puzzle, but not all of them fit together yet. I don't have all the information.
Do you believe this was a vision from our Lord Bane?
No.
Then it was nonsense. Close your heart to it. It is nothing of your concern, just interference from other gods. You are a favorite here, you know. Chosen by Bane's queen.
She will not say anything, just keep her head bowed respectfully.
Back to the party. You guys have just walked in through that corridor and you are met with an elevator. A sort of Dark Souls style scraped together elevator.
Oh no. Valen's gonna look at Soleil and be like, ladies first.
This is incredibly foreboding.
Oh no,
She-
horribly so. That's why I'm making you go first.
She's going to step on the elevator and wait for Valen to get on.
Valen's gonna step on the elevator.
You both step on the elevator and you
Soleil
hear...
will step on the pressure plate.
As you step on, you hear a click and the elevator begins to move downward as the bookcase closes behind you. You go down, 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 until there's not so much of a flicker of light reaching your eyes. And eventually, after a long time, you reach the bottom, into a large corridor.
It
The
just keeps
stone.
getting worse.
This corridor.
The stone of the walls around you is blacker than... how would I put it? It's blacker than obsidian. It has ash covering the walls and scrapes and cuts all along it. This structure seems ancient. It goes down further and further into a crossroads.
Valen, never mind. Soleil, I don't think. Okay, so this obviously splits into a crossroads. I don't think we should split up for this one.
Definitely not. Soleil will ritual cast detect magic.
You do that. You detect traces of magic all along the walls. It's divine, but also wrong.
This place definitely has been blessed by Bane.
Oh, great. The murder god.
Not murder so much as tyranny.
Oh, even.
But-
Actually, I don't know which is worse.
Ball likes murder. Bane likes
Thank
slavery.
you for the correction. Oh. Well. So which way was the. Or did the. So Valen sees. So Leia used detect magic, and he's gonna ask which way the magic was leading.
Is there
Saleya,
like any particular trails or traces of like any magic, or is it just kind of that general like hollowed ground?
you feel the magic getting stronger down the hall and then to the left.
I believe we should go left.
Left it is.
By
I'm
the
gonna
way,
try sneaking ahead a little bit, just so I can like scout out surroundings.
What were you gonna say,
Um,
Saleya?
detect magic lasts for 10 minutes, so just let me know if it would stop working at any point.
Yeah. You keep going down and down to the left, and eventually you reach a large set of doors.
Is it the hand door?
What was that?
Said, is it the hand door again?
The door has a big hand on it.
Stop.
I'm gonna have you guys roll perception for me.
Can you roll? Because I'm kind of driving.
Here, I'll roll for you.
I also have a +2 on perception, so.
That
Alright,
is a
roll that.
21.
A 16 and a
Holy
21. You guys both immediately get this sense of dread as you feel somebody behind you. I'm going to ask you guys, hold on one second. Hold on one sec. Oh! Does a natural 20 hit you guys?
I believe it would.
Dylan is sneaking. He's gonna try to. Can you roll for stealth? Because I didn't want him to sneak up the hallway.
I don't think that's gonna change anything, unfortunately. You guys get this immediate sense that somebody's behind you, and then darkness. You guys have been both knocked out. Back to Sword. Sword, you are kneeling as Juno walks up to you and places his hand upon your hair, sort of comforting you. And he says, "Vigilant, Sword. You would do anything for House Castellan. No, the Church of Bane, right?"
I live to serve, my lord.
"Then I would like you to deal with a problem of mine. You see, this problem has infiltrated our home, a problem that would threaten our lives, and a problem I believe you can solve, right?"
Name it.
"Dane, bring them in." You look over to the door as he says this, and from it you see your rivals, Vigilance, Dane, and Maven, and with them, two familiar faces. Tell me, Vigilant, have you truly closed your heart to all outside influence? Have you given your mind, body, and soul over to our Lord Bane?
Why would you have reason to doubt me?
I'm asking a simple question, yes or no.
She's not gonna answer.
He waves at the Vigilance and drags the two familiar faces in. It is now that both of you are beginning to return your vision, awakening from that sudden whack across your head. And you guys are on your knees, being with your hands being held behind your back, and you see Sword.
You wanted me on my knees. You should have just asked.
You see Sword ahead of you, also on her knees, at the foot of a tall man, which I'm going to send the photo in now of what he looks like.
question. If I roll high enough, would my character be able to, like, jerk his head back and stab the person behind him with his horns?
You don't have your hands on your weapon, so
No,
I'm
my
going to say...
character has horns because he's a dragonborn. So I was like,
I mean, it'd probably be it'd probably be very difficult if you're actively restrained to actually struggle free.
For the sake of this
I'm trying to struggle
point.
free. I'm trying to stab the motherfucker who just knocked me out.
Okay, then I'm going to have you roll a opposing strength check for me.
Can you roll that?
Yeah, sure.
And maybe drive for about another 10 minutes, so...
Yeah. Here, I'll grab your strength. Okay. You failed. I'm sorry. You rolled a 12. You have a -1 to strength. So you begin squirming, trying to get your horns stabbed into one of these mysterious people, and they sort of just throw you to the ground even harder.
You guys better fucking run when I get free. I will electrocute you. This is what I am threatening you in your own house. I hope that makes you feel good.
Hold on one second. I need to pull up.
Balin is gonna open his mouth as to show the electricity charging in the back of it, and then close his mouth again.
Sword is immediately going to say, Valen, shut up.
Balin is just gonna look at Sword and be like, I knew we shouldn't have trusted you to help us.
Valen,
I mean, I was gonna get
please.
murdered, so...
You hear a booming voice from the other side, which says, "Silence."
Valen's gonna glare at this person.
Now, Vigilant Sword, I would have you prove yourself to Bane. Take your blade and protect the future of House Castellan, the house my grandfather, no, our grandfather built for us with his own 2 hands. Drive your blade into the hearts of these ants, and you will be gifted for it by our Lord himself, Bane.
Quick question.
Yes.
There's an individual holding Saleya, right?
Yes.
Is this individual imminently hostile towards her?
Hold on, let me roll to figure out which one is holding you.
Hang on. Let me read the... Ooh. Okay, this is fun. Hang on. This could be interesting.
They are not imminently hostile to you now. Also, I should send what these two look like, and I forgot to do that. They are both twins, and they're both wearing the same uniform. They look like this.
Okay. The person who's holding Saleya, can they make me a wisdom saving throw real quick?
Sure. Let me get their wisdom real quick.
Because I am going to cast Suggestion.
Oh, good. They rolled a 16. Fuck. What do you say?
Clearly this has been a big misunderstanding.
As you say that, the person holding you down says, "Silence, peon."
There is a silent rage builds up.
I'm so sorry. These guys are rolling higher than I thought they would.
No, it's good. It's good. It's just Saleya will remember that.
These guys are not strong at all. I don't know how they're rolling that high.
Aaron's gonna remember the guy calling him an ant, and he's just going to be very annoyed.
Okay, Sword, you have a choice to make right now.
Sword is going to start walking toward Valen and Saleya.
Alright.
Valen's gonna start charging his electric breath in his mouth if she appears to about to stab him.
Okay. I'll let you prepare the action. What do you do, Sword?
Sword's gonna stop in front of them.
You just hear a... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
What were you saying?
I was just gonna say, you could hear a crackling from Valen. That just sounds like it's building in his gut and rising up, like, to his throat. As he prepares his electric breath.
She just glances at Valen and looks at Saleya. I told you not to follow me.
At first, it wasn't any of my business.
It wasn't any of your business now.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. I don't know what any of these people have told you, but this is your choice.
Sword has a deadpan expression on her face as she slowly begins to remove her sword from her back.
You can do so. You feel a presence behind you. It's Juno who puts his hand on her and whispers, "Do it."
Being this close, Saleya, you watch as she grips the handle of the sword and spikes begin protruding from the handle, piercing all the way through her hand in various spots. Blood begins to drip to the floor. And she is going to turn and look at that at the Castellan, and she's gonna start undoing her blindfold.
You do so.
You remember my rule, Saleya?
Saleya will close her eyes. Valen?
Valen's gonna follow Saleya's role and close his eyes as well.
Sword is going to remove her blindfold, not making eye contact with him yet. She's going to brandish the sword in between them. I said I live to serve, but I do not live to serve you.
Do you do anything? I will say above game you have an opportunity to do something right now.
I'm gonna try and stab him.
Roll to hit with advantage.
DM.
Let's see. That's 1, that's 2, that's the highest. Hold on. I'm so not used to 5e. This is crazy. Hold on. Do I have an additional add for... It's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh.
That hits. Roll damage.
I gotta do math, hold on.
9. All right.
Wait. That's a +2, so 11.
All right. All right. As you pierce him with your sword, he reels backwards and he says, "I gave you." Wait, what?
Before that, as she stabs him, can Valen get a clear shot on him with his electric breath?
You prepared the action for sword. I'll let it go after this.
He just comes and stab us, but he still has the action prepared.
I'll let it happen. Wait.
I will say, not to be a rules lawyer, but in D&D rules, if the action that you have prepared, if the trigger doesn't activate, then the action is wasted.
Also, your eyes are closed.
Yeah, that's also true. And you would also, with how electric breath works, you would also hit sword.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. You have a cone, so it would hit everybody in that cone.
Yeah.
Would I be able to use cunning action, roll away, and hit the guy behind me, perhaps?
We'll get to that. Combat is just about to start.
Electrocute someone.
You will have the chance.
You will have the chance. Right as you pierce him with the sword, he reels back and he says, "I gave you a home, a family that you lost long ago, and this is how you repay me."
You didn't give me a family. You turned me into a puppet.
A greater purpose than you would have ever served in that village.
I'm more than just your tool.
Very well, then. Let it be written upon your meager grave. He pulls out his sword. Roll initiative, all of you. Except for sword, because you got a sneak attack on him. You're at top of initiative.
Yippee!
Yippee!
So with Solea's dexterity...
Here, I'll also...
That's a 21.
Oh my god.
I rolled an 11.
Damn, hold on.
Watch them all roll like 20s and shit.
Okay.
Oh,
And then I'm gonna roll initiative for the other two. Okay. So Phelan. Okay. I just gotta write down HP values. Okay. There we go. Okay, so at top of initiative order right now, since Order just took her turn, Saleya, you're first.
So with this shocking revelation, does the person so is she restrained by like bindings, or is she just being held by this person?
You're just being held by this person.
And did they let go after this, like in response to the shock of this betrayal?
Yeah, they both of them like backstepped and are now drawing their weapons.
So Saleya picks herself up to her full height, slowly turns towards the individual who is holding her and says, "You dare call me a peon? You dare suggest that I am smaller than you? That I am insignificant?"
Oh no.
She pulls the guitar that was strapped to her back up before her, and she says, "There are worse fates than disappointing your god, little worm. I will show them to you." And she is going to run her claws across the guitar, creating this horrible shrieking sound as I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Oh, yes.
They are going to need to make
Wisdom?
wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Hold on. Hold there. Okay, that was a 6.
Yeah, so for flavor, I want to instill them instead with the sense that everything around them is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to just feel this crushing feeling that they've failed.
Mm-hmm.
Like just basically they're bearing witness to just the worst fears in their heart, and they're just going to begin to start manically cackling as they fall prone.
Yep.
Hang on. So the effect is, if they fail to save, they fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration.
How many turns?
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. The duration is up to 1 minute, so that means if they can't break free, it's going to be 10 turns.
Alright. Alright. So you see him collapse to the floor and begin manically laughing, and the other one looks shocked.
She slowly looks over towards the other person. Can I make an intimidation check as a bonus action?
Sure, go for it.
As she turns, her tail swishing upward in kind of like a scorpion-like prepared motion, she says, "You know, those slain by devils do not have their souls claimed by their gods. The plane of Levistus is cold and dark, and there will be no salvation for you. I suggest you start running."
Roll with advantage.
Yippee! Let's see. So is that so intimidation?
What'd you roll?
That's a 17 plus 5.
All right. You see her like back away and begin running to the other corner of the room in fear of you. They run their normal speed, so 30. They run about 30 feet away and are now in the other corner of the room. Also, I should mention, in that room that I sent in, you guys are right at the center of it, all of you. All right.
And that is going to conclude Soleil's turn.
All right. Now it is Juno's turn. He looks to all of you with this rage in his eyes. Oh, I'm so sorry, Valen.
Oh.
Hold on, I need to check your HP. Okay, you'll survive.
No, not me.
You'll survive. You'll live.
You were unlucky enough to be below him in the turn order. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Okay. Juno looks to you, Valen. Does a... Hold on.
Swear to God, if you say nat 20.
No.
Gets
but...
instantly vaporized.
Does a 16 hit? Hold on, let me see your AC.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
I did roll a 19.
So
Dodge.
it's to go to your AC.
Yeah, so there's no dodge rolls. Your armor class is what dictates whether or not you get hit.
In the top right corner is your AC. So I'm so sorry. Let me roll damage real quick. Okay. So... okay, that is 16 points of piercing damage. He can't use that ability again, but yeah, you take 16 points of piercing damage and roll a Constitution save real quick.
Oh, for the love of forklifts. Dylan.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's two sessions in a row that you were below the enemy on the turn order. What'd you roll for the Constitution?
Freaking 19.
Okay, you saved. Okay, so you're not going to take any more damage. So yeah, you take that 16 points, and then he's going to turn to sword. You don't have to worry. I'm not going to deal 16 damage to you this time. Does an 18 hit?
Me, obviously.
Okay, you won't take as much damage as him though. So,
Great.
You take 7 points of piercing damage.
As he strikes her, she's gonna look up at him and say, "Your blades always found purchase within my back." And she's gonna smile. "You'll have to do better than that."
And as you say this, he has this irritated look on his face and backs away. Now it is... whose turn is it? Okay, it's Valen's turn. What are you gonna do?
Yippee! So I still have my ready to action, right? Or...
No.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Right now, you are closest to... you're closest to Dane and Selena.
Knocked down?
Yeah, the person Selena knocked down. That's the one you're closest to. You could use your movement to get to Juno.
By the way, if you hit somebody successfully while they're prone, you automatically crit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I know you have advantage to hit anybody who's prone.
Yeah.
So yeah, very angrily gets up, will walk over to the person that's laying prone, and take out his... Does he still have his gun?
You would have your gun on you, yeah.
I want to shoot this person in the head.
All right, roll to hit with advantage.
From Fallout New Vegas, them.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
So for advantage, how do I do that in 5e?
You roll twice and take the highest roll.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you won't automatically crit necessarily, but you are also, you will get sneak attack because, Solea's next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this is gonna be glorious. Okay, so then that's, oh, I rolled, 15 to hit. Does that hit? Please tell me that hits.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Then plus the sneak attack, which is... So I need to find my d10 first. That hit? Okay. The d10 plus sneak attack is 2d6, 5, 10, and 19 damage.
You shoot him right in the forehead, and his head instantly explodes. He is dead.
God damn.
Can I make it?
Because he's not getting a fucking saving throw.
He's not. What were you gonna say, Valen?
Can I make an intimidation check now?
Well, the other one's already intimidated.
Oh, I was gonna try to intimidate that one guy and be like,
Juno, you can do it if you want. I can't guarantee success.
I have a freaking thing that says, oh god, where is it? Wait a second, I'm gonna find it. Forceful presence. When you make an intimidation or persuasion check, you can do so with an advantage once per long rest.
Go ahead and try.
15 and a 15. Well, I did just get a 15. Okay. So does a 15 do anything?
You rolled a 15?
Yeah.
You look at him. What do you say when you intimidate him? Or do you do anything at all?
You see that? That is insignificant compared to what I will freaking drag out for you.
He looks to you and he says, they were weak anyway, easily replaceable.
Who's the weak one here? You're the one stabbing girls in the back. Anyways, for my bonus action, can I drink my healing potion, please?
Yeah, you can.
I got it.
You now know that he is immune to frightened.
Oh. How much does that heal?
Heal? I don't know. You roll it. It has the. Oh, you did not put. So it's 2d4. I'm pretty sure 2d4. 2d4 plus 4.
Oh no, I did.
Oh no, it's 2d4 plus 2.
I just took it away. Right. Okay, 2d4. Okay.
2d4 plus 2.
2. Oh, 4, 2, 6. Okay, so I got 8 health back. So I at least have 16 health.
You neutralized half the damage you took. All right.
Okay.
Now.
Can I use my movement to get to that person? I want to move to the other person who's running away.
They're currently. It's not their turn yet. Hold on. I need to write Dane down as dead. Okay. You can use your movement to go over to them. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
All right. You use your movement. You're now right within their bubble of personal space. All right. Now it is Maven's turn. They're afraid of Saleya, so they can attack you. Oh.
So they cannot move towards me.
Mm-hmm.
And they have disadvantage on attack. Hang on, so they're frightened.
Mm-hmm. Frightened gives you disadvantage on attack rolls against the source of your fear.
And the creature cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Yeah. Okay. So Raven stands up, looking at you, Valen, as you enter her personal space. Hold on. I need to see which one I'll use.
What would I get if I used Whispers of the Dead on the guy I just murdered?
Wait, what?
It says you gain 1 skill or 2 proficiency of your choice. I'm wondering what I would get.
Oh, skill proficiency of your choice? Basically, you get a +2 to a stat you're not already proficient with.
Yeah.
Oh!
Which I think
I'll
is,
just do that my next turn.
Yeah, okay. What are they gonna do? Alright.
That'll probably kill me.
Hold on, I need to pull up a spell.
Do a little murder.
That's what I did. I did a little murder.
We do a little murder.
We'd be a little silly around here.
Need to find a spell, 1 second.
Oh no, he's gonna spell on you.
Oh no, he's casting at me. Whatever will I do?
Oh god, he's saying words at me.
There it is. Okay. No, they're not going to do that one. They are going to do... Okay. You see them hold out their hand as this dark energy surrounds it, and they point in the direction of Juno. Okay. And that same dark energy surrounds Juno, who now looks slightly invigorated. That is the end of their turn.
Oh no.
Okay. Now it's Sword's turn. What are you gonna do?
Sword's gonna do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
How is he
Gonna do a
looking
silly
right
thing?
now? Am I allowed to ask that?
He is looking healthy.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to be.
He should.
I want to do a thing, but I should probably save it until he's not looking so good.
Okay.
She is going to use Crimson Right.
Uh-huh.
And
What does that do?
so I hurt myself to activate elemental shit on my blade.
Okay.
So that's gonna do 3 damage to me. Puts me at 26. And it's going to add necrotic damage.
Alright. You have necrotic damage now.
I have 6 necrotic damage until short rest, I think. Yeah, until we rest. So 6
Okay.
necrotic. Sorry, I'm writing things down.
You're good.
I think that's an action. I'm not sure.
I think so, yeah. Do you have a bonus action still? You can use a bonus action.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm not very good with her yet. That's only a reaction. I can't use that unless it's a reaction, so.
Alright. You guys see this dark energy surround her sword, and that's going to be the end of her turn. Saleya, it's your turn now.
Oh boy. Okay. So first and foremost, let me see. Oh god. Sorry, I need to check a bunch of things. Alright, so first, she calls out, pointing towards Juno, and she says, Baal, god of tyrants and petty wannabe kings. The only worshippers I've ever met have been small men with even smaller penises. And she's gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
On Juno.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Mockery brings me such joy.
Oh no, hold on. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's an 8.
Yeah, so he takes 4 points of psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay, let me write that down.
And then she is going to strum her guitar and point towards Sword and say, "You dance to your own tune, darling." And she's going to activate Bardic Inspiration. So you now have a Bardic Inspiration die to use at your discretion.
Alright. Now it is Juno's turn. He's going to... Let's see. Alright, he looks over to you, Alea. Roll a charisma saving throw real quick.
It's a charisma saving throw, you say? Oh no, whatever will I do? 18?
18? You barely pass. He manifests this dark energy in his hand, which dissipates around him. Looking irritated, he looks to sword, pulls out his sword, and does an 18 hit?
Me?
Remember, he has
Yeah.
disadvantage to
Oh,
to
yeah,
his
yeah.
attack roll.
Yeah. Then in that case, yeah, an 18 still. Rolled a natural. At least it wasn't the natural 20.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Okay.
Hey, I ate a natural 20 from him.
Yeah,
I will
no,
take
yeah.
Worth.
You took away a crit.
Worth.
Okay. That's 5 points of piercing damage, and that is the end of his turn. Valen, it is your turn now.
Hi. Okay, so I'm gonna use. Okay, so my first question is Whispers of the Dead. Is that what? What would do I? I would get a skill, right?
Let me see. Let me look for it.
It's right below steady aim and also cutting action.
Uses archetype at 3rd level. Echoes of those who've died cling to you whenever you finish a short or long rest. Oh, you can only do that at a short or long rest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anytime we rest, you can use that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it allows till we rest again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it's like every time we rest, you get to give yourself a temporary buff.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I want to do? I'm thinking if I want to use steady aim and get advantage on my attack, or do sneak attack and cunning action.
Well, hold on.
Because steady aim's a bonus action, and cunning
You
action
can-
is also a bonus action.
You can use steady aim to get sneak attack.
Oh, I could. Oh, well, I'm gonna do that then.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that?
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Hi, baby.
Oh,
So, hit advantage.
another thing. You should have used Whales from the Grave when you killed that person.
Someone closer to death can show the path. Oh yeah, probably. I thought about that right as like the turn order was resetting, and I was like, shit.
Yeah, it just make sure if you realize something, since it's DM's discretion if he wants to implement that now that it's already passed. But just if you realize that there's an ability you could have used, just bring it up to the DM as soon as you realize.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind if you want to. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use steady aim to get advantage if we can attack him.
Okay.
And that is a nat 20.
Good lord.
Nice. Okay.
That's double damage with sneak attack.
Yeah, and who are you?
Regular and sneak damage.
Who are you aiming at?
The person who's running away, that's a 10. Okay, and now 2d6. That's 2, 8, 17 damage.
Good
17.
Lord.
How do you want to kill them?
I want to just. I want them to. Okay, so they're what? They're terrified of Saleya.
Saleya, yeah.
So in their final moments, I want them to just be focused on her. They don't see me sneak into the corner of their vision and put a bullet straight through their skull too.
Yeah, you.
Fucking Agent 47 there.
Yeah, you fucking blast them with your firearm, and they go falling to the floor immediately.
And now I'm gonna use Whale of the Grave on the other guy.
Where's that one? Hold on, let me look.
Creature you can see within 30 feet. You can roll half your snack
Your snack attack?
Your snack attack.
You can roll half of your dice, rounded up, at the second creature dealing necrotic damage.
Yeah.
So, how much sneak attack dice do you have?
I had my D10 for my gun, and since I'm level 3 and you get 1d6 per after first level, I would have 2 sneak attack die.
So 2, which means you'd get 1d6.
Okay, that's fine.
And the D10 or just the D6?
No, just the D6. So for this ability, it specifically uses your stink attack dice.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be 5 necrotic damage he takes.
Alright. As you use this ability, a sort of manifested dart of necrotic energy forms from the corpse of the person you just killed and immediately shoots in the direction of Juno, damaging him. How much damage was that?
5.
5? Alright. He's starting to look injured. Alright. Now it is... Okay, Maven's dead. Now it is Sword's turn.
I'm gonna try and hit him with my sword that I just fucked up, so...
Okay, yeah. I rolled a hit.
Dirty 20?
That hits.
Okay, so then it's gonna be a D10, which is an 8, and then 6 necrotic damage. So it's gonna be 8 from the regular and 6 necrotic. I don't know if the type matters.
Okay, I got it. Okay, he's starting to look significantly more injured. Alright, now it is... Is that what you're gonna... Is that all your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do. I don't think this... Yeah, this is an action. The thing I want to do is an action, but I gotta wait until he's, like, a decent way down.
Yeah. Okay, he's starting to look more and more angry. Now it's Selea's turn.
Oh boy. Let's see. So
hey, you should do bardic inspiration on Bear. It'd be funny.
I mean, I can. She is actually going to expend a bardic inspiration as another. So there are now orbs floating around the heads of both Valen and Sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, Sword, what did you do last turn? Did you roll an attack?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that activates Mode of Inspiration.
Shit.
Or wait, no, did you use your bardic inspiration for the attack?
I didn't have bardic inspiration. You just
You
gave
did.
me some. Did I?
I gave it to you my turn before yours.
Ah, I did not realize. Okay. I did not, no, because I rolled high. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, you don't need to. It's just depending on what you do, the moat will do a different thing whenever you activate it.
Okay, then yeah, no, I didn't use my...
Alright, yeah, so you've still got your inspiration. Valen, you now have, a bardic inspiration as well. And then she is going to use her final level 2 spell slot. You wanna guess what she does, Dylan?
Go ahead.
As she strums her guitar, looks Juno dead in the eyes, and says, "Common or infernal?"
He looks puzzled at this question.
Person. I need him to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, he rolled a 5.
Oh my god.
As suddenly he begins to seize up, the muscles in his body tightening painfully, and he can't move. He is now paralyzed.
Everyone go quiet.
All hits on him. All hits on him will be crit.
Yeah. The target must succeed a wisdom save or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom save. This is concentration up to a minute. And he is paralyzed, which means he can't take actions. Every attack against him has advantage, and every successful attack is automatically a critical.
Yep.
No!
I'm gonna give you an inspiration.
This is gonna get real funny.
You get an inspiration for that.
Hell yeah.
This is gonna get real funny.
Oh, okay. Valen, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna use steady aim since I haven't moved yet, and I get advantage.
Advantage.
9 and 17. Okay, I'm gonna use a 17. Okay. And since I can get sneak attack with that, I'm gonna use sneak attack and use my pocket.
You don't need to roll to hit.
Oh, I don't.
He can't dodge, so.
Oh.
You do roll to hit. It's just with advantage.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's gonna hit anyway.
Okay, so I'm not gonna use steady aim then.
He does automatically succeed on or not succeed. Automatically fails on saving throws though, like dodge saving throws.
Yeah, but you're gonna hit anyway. That was a 17. So go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And that's going to be an automatic critical, so you need to double the damage.
Jesus Christ.
11 times 2 is what, 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did 22 points of damage.
Alright. Hold on. Okay. He's looking very... how would I put it? Very unhealthy. Very, very unhealthy. He's not looking good. And now it's Sword's turn.
I'm gonna do the thing.
You're gonna do the thing.
Do the thing!
So, as she's gonna come up behind him after he's gotten hit by this. And she's gonna activate Coiling Grasp.
Alright. What does that do?
So, the way we described it when I asked you for this magic item was it was infused with her patron. So all of a sudden, you guys will see her back through rips in the fabric, whips begin to emerge like snakes and move to entangle him. He has to make a DC 14 strength saving throw or take damage and become grappled.
He immediately fails.
So he's gonna take 3d6 force damage.
Alright, roll that damage.
6, and 6!
Oh my god.
This poor man. I should not fuck this guy.
How do you want to finish him?
So she... Fuck, this is exciting. She is going to, using the tendrils, turn him so that he has to look in her eyes. That's how she's gonna finish him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awful.
Describe it.
So you guys watch as the whips wrap around him, gripping him by the arms, the legs, the throat, and turning him. And there's a moment where they're just staring into each other's eyes, and then he begins to sweat. And then he's in entire anguish. You can't tell where it's coming from on him. It seems that his entire body is just engulfed in pain. But she's got him entangled, so he can't go anywhere. He just writhes in her grasp, and she does not break her gaze from his until he stops moving.
He has stopped moving, in which I'm assuming he falls to the floor.
She's gonna drop him, yeah.
And the light that was once in his eyes vanishes to death. You guys are now alone in this room with 3 dead Bane cultists, and one of them being the ruler of this. You hear one last whisper come from Juno's mouth as he passes. You may have escaped me, but even should you escape this place, we will always be searching for you. House Castellan has eyes everywhere. And he dies.
Funny thing about eyes, she's gonna say, picking up her blindfold and beginning to tie it back around her head. You can take them out. She's gonna put her sword back and take a deep breath before dropping down next to him.
combat has ended.
Can Valen walk up to the main guy? Like his corpse?
You can.
Okay, so he's gonna do that. He's gonna look at him. And then he's just gonna, like, do this funny thing where his electric breath will, like, come up and crackle, and it just kind of sounds like a laugh, like...
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna... go talk to Solea.
Alright. You walk up to Solea. Solea, Valen is walking up to you.
First, Valen, as you're walking towards her, she just starts running all of a sudden. Sword, does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
You're gonna punch me. I was like, oh no.
You're not punched. You suddenly feel as, very sharp arms wrap around you.
How much damage do I take?
That's a question for the DM.
1d4.
Do I make
1d4?
it? Okay.
Yeah. 1d4, yeah.
You take 1 point of piercing damage.
Piercing damage.
Are you okay?
She doesn't move. It's almost like she's stuck. Her blindfold is on, but she seems to be just staring at the body in front of her.
She just holds you tightly.
Valen, what are you doing?
Valen's gonna go loot the corpses for money.
Okay.
Definitely
Which
did
corpse?
learn from the body pilfering in the last Dungeons and Dragons game I played.
Roll investigation to find money.
Okay, or I guess just like anything, really. It doesn't even have to be money. Just like, what do they have on them? Shit, fuck that.
Huh?
I rolled 9.
You rolled a 9?
Yeah.
You can
First.
reroll if you dropped your dice.
Yeah. 14, okay.
Okay, that's better. On Maven's corpse, you find 15 gold, and on the other corpse, you can't seem to find anything.
God damn, they don't even have, like, what? They'd have nothing? What?
These are low-level goons, so.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of guessing
To be fair, also, like, 1 gold is enough to get most people through, like, a week in terms of, like, food and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Look, that one dude was well off then, god hang.
If you guys would like to investigate the cathedral you guys are in, you guys can. Also, you guys level up to 4.
Hey!
Let's go! Don't want to get at level 4.
Solea
here, I'll
is
get you to level 4.
waiting until Sword acts in some way.
Sword is just shaking. Like, she's trying to hide it, but she's not good. She's not good right now.
Okay, so Valen, since you guys, since I have control of what you get out of level 4, so you get a feat. So all of you probably, I think, get feats because it's level 4. So anyway, continue.
Shh. Hush.
And your sneak attack is now 2d6. Oh no, it's still the same. Never mind.
Yeah, Liam, you're gonna have to help me with the level up stuff later.
Yeah, I'll do what I can.
Yeah, you guys don't have to worry about it right now. So
Yeah,
since
I was
it's
gonna
gonna be
say.
no combat. Yeah.
Sword's gonna reach down and flip him over and see if his journal or his notebook is in his pocket.
Juno's?
Yeah.
You reach down to get his journal, and you don't find it, but instead you find a, what is it called? Fuck. What is the name of the books that businesses have that detail clients?
The books that who has?
A black book?
No, like books that merchants carry that like detail clients and stuff.
Oh, a ledger?
You find a ledger.
I'm gonna open it.
You open it and you find the names of many clients who have purchased assassination contracts, which I'll give you a bit here of the names and stuff. So yeah, that's what you find in his pocket. And then there's also the sword on the floor, which I'll get the stats for eventually.
Also, as Sword is sifting through Juno's pockets, does this man seem familiar to me in any way? Like, does he seem like someone who has shown their face on Academy grounds?
Yes. You have seen Juno Castellan around.
Shit. Does he have any, like, badge of office or anything? Like, anything that proves his specific...
Yes.
She will collect that, and also probably, I'm assuming all three of these individuals have some sort of, like, they have the Bane amulets on them.
Yeah.
She is also going to collect those.
Alright.
We're going to need to report this to the Academy.
Report this. We're gonna need to leave.
Probably both.
So we just killed a Castellan. No. I killed a Castellan. You were never here.
Valen's gonna look at those two, at Saleya and Sword, and be like, "How about first we worry about getting out of here?"
Sword.
Go.
Hey, DM, can...
Valen, what were you gonna ask?
I was just gonna ask if someone's not picking up the guy's sword, if Valen could put it in his bag of holding.
If you want his sword, you can take it.
I want
if
it.
no one else wants it.
we can divvy up the loot later.
I will rock, paper, scissors you for this.
Yeah, once roleplay's over, you guys can divvy up the loot.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do have a bag of holding, which is good for just transporting things.
But yeah, what were you and Sword talking about?
Sword's gonna hold out her hand to you. Give me his badge of office.
She'll hand it to you.
No, leave.
No. I'm not leaving you, Ayla.
Let me take care of this.
You're not getting yourself into any more trouble than you're already going to be in.
I'm gonna do what's right.
Not without me.
You should not be held accountable for a crime you did not commit.
We all had a hand in his murder.
We're just as culpable as you. If not, well...
You did not strike the finishing blow to him. I did. I was the tool used to kill him. Let this be on me.
And yet each of us contributed to his death.
but they don't have to know that. Let me protect you.
I don't need protecting.
Yes, you do.
I have survived my entire life without somebody standing there to suffer for me.
Sword is going to brush her fingers against the back of your hand for a moment. I told you. Overprotective. Overbearing.
Well,
that's all I'm good for.
No, it's... You're more than you give yourself credit for.
Do what you wish. I'm going to make this right. And she's gonna turn for the doors.
First, would you guys like to roll investigation?
Yes.
Yeah, Saleya will hold up her hand and say, if we're going to let the rest of if we're going to blow the lid on this, we should probably gather more.
Sword's not gonna stop you.
Even if we're just going to turn around and run, we should probably make sure we have supplies. Saleya will investigate.
All right.
Also, since we're rolling things, I recommend you to use your bardic inspirations before they burn out, because they only have 10 minutes.
Already used mine when I was fighting that one dude.
Fair enough.
Is knowing this place since I've lived here my whole life, is his room nearby? Or his office?
Good question. You've been here a while. Roll advantage in investigation.
18.
You know that every time he would say he would go to his chambers, he would always come through here, but there's no other doors other than the main doors that he came through.
Which means there's a secret entrance. No surprise there, considering this whole place is a maze. So I'm gonna look for it.
You look around, you search every corner, and then you find near the altar, actually on the altar at its base, a strange socket in the shape of his medallion, which is different from the other medallion he's carried.
I'm gonna use it.
I think Saleya has the medallion.
Saleya would give it over to you.
I assumed you gave it when she asked for the badge of office stuff.
Yeah, she gave it to you when you asked for his things.
Okay. You slot it in, and then you press against it, and the altar begins to slide backwards, this terrible sound of stone on stone, revealing a staircase downward.
I'm going down.
You go down. Who follows?
So I rolled a soft 20 on my investigation just for the room. Before.
Yeah. You notice something very particular in the area surrounding the altar. You notice plants, like roots, beginning to sprout from the cracks in the floor, which makes no sense considering this is very far ground.
Not even the roots of trees should be able to reach down here.
Valen, what are you doing?
Could I roll like a nature?
Sure.
Let's see. Nature. That's a 19.
You look at these roots and they're not like any plant you've ever seen or heard of. The roots, the color of them, like this deep grayish purple color. And they lead further down into that staircase.
She will continue down following. Sword.
Valen, what are you doing?
Well, I rolled a 2 on my investigation, so he's probably just looking through the main guy's pockets and picking up his sword and like putting it all in the bag of holding.
All right. You get another 20 gold, and then you guys head down.
Too busy counting coins to find anything in the room.
Accurate. And looking at the sword looks cool. Actually,
The sword does.
can I roll like what would I roll for the sword?
Like an arcana?
It would be
Yeah.
so.
Like, I want to see if it's like
depends.
sword to see if I would use it and I would just start bleeding.
So it depends on the DM because there are optional rules. So normally, you have to have somebody cast Identify on a magic item to know what it does, and also if something bad will happen if you try to use it.
Yeah.
There is an alternative rule set which allows you to glean something whenever you take a long rest and basically spend time to try and arcana it. But I don't know how the DM's ruling on that is. I will say, Saleya can probably learn Identify at some point in the near future.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he seems a little busy having an external crisis with her.
Well, you can wield the sword. I don't know if it's safe to wield the sword yet.
Can I still roll an Arcana check to like see that there is something there?
Sure.
I will say Saleya will probably have casted Detect Magic, so she should be able to tell him just by looking at it if it's enchanted.
The sword is in fact enchanted.
Oh, well, I rolled a nat 20 for my Arcana, so...
Goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know it has some magical properties.
Also BRB.
Okay.
You gonna let her out? Anyway, I was going downstairs because I was gonna try and use my investigation with my bardic on his room, which is why I was asking.
Okay. Let's wait for Liam, because I think he wants to be here for this as well.
Okay, so, since Liam's not here right now, Valen's gonna stop searching him after he's found the gold and put all the stuff in the bag of holding, get up, and he's gonna go walk around the room. He's gonna walk to the altar to see if there's anything there.
There's a religious
I meant where
text.
The book is.
Yeah, there's a religious text on there detailing basically the tenets and religion of Bane.
Any like on the platform?
Wait, what was that?
Weird. Okay. On the platform behind Valen, is there any like cool knives or anything?
Lots of torture tools.
No thanks, no interest in that.
You could get some lore on Bane if you want.
Sure, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll history for that, or...
You can just... you don't need to roll anything, you can just read it. Yeah, one sec.
Also, I'm letting the dogs out, but I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Let's see. I'll probably just send it to you. Okay, so you guys all head down into the staircase below, and as you get further downwards, you see this purple glow emanating from the bottom that gets brighter and brighter the further you go down. And then you find yourselves in this small room, completely overtaken by plant growth and these strange purple glowing lotus flowers. At the center is an altar with one of these flowers floating upon it, the water inside of it, and to the side of the room there's a desk.
I'm going to the desk.
You go to the desk. What are you looking for?
Kalen's gonna follow.
Anything, I guess, incriminating that I can use when I turn this stuff over?
You find a completed contract for the kidnapping of Julian of House. Why am I forgetting the name of the house I made? Hold on. Of House Silmeyer.
Completed by who?
Signed. Completed by Maven, signed, and approved by Juno.
Does it say where they're holding him or for whom it was done?
They would be holding him within the prison, which you know where they are.
Who paid for the contract?
Person who paid for the contract, hold on, let me pull up my notes, would be, where is it? Okay. There he is. Would be Randall Navarin, a drow vassal, which I will send you the name personally. Here, I'll just send it into important documents.
Yeah, I can't imagine I spelled that right.
Yeah. I think I spelled that right. Where is he? Okay. Or no, not a Sultanian vassal. He is. Fuck. Okay. There you go. I sent the name into important documents.
Oh, I was close.
And also another thing of note is that all along the walls, sort of hidden by all the roots and flowers, is lots of papers regarding various incidents and detailing of some unknown entity, which seems like Yuno was investigating this entity to a point of obsession. You also would notice something strange as you're just now seeing this, is that his uniform is far different from the uniforms of the other members. Everyone else wears the same red and black, but he always wore this deep purple for about 8 years now.
I'm searching his office for any proof of a different deity.
You search around and you find a piece of paper which it details a search for the Lotus. It's very vague. It says, I've been looking for it for years, and ever since we found the child after that town sunk under, I knew we were close. If I just keep searching further, I know I will find it. I know it will give me its blessing. End of note. Which I will write out to you as well.
No worries, I dictated it.
Alright. Saleya, what would you like to do?
Saleya is kind of looking around the room. I'll do a quick investigation. Oh yeah, you used your bardic inspiration, right?
I didn't have anyone.
Yeah, I didn't have to.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys don't have to roll in this room. Everything is pretty out in the open.
Alright.
An assassin has no secrets? What?
Well, he has secrets, just, it's already in a secret room, so.
Fair.
So, what are you looking for exactly, Saleya?
Saleya will probably just be looking for any. So he sees, she sees Sword investigating the desk. So she'll probably look around for any. She'll probably look for any containers or anything which might contain either useful items or some more evidence.
Yeah. So there's two things you notice. One is a large chest at the back of the room, and then the other, the altar, which contains lotus flower, which is glowing, the main source of light in the
Valen's gonna go explore the chest.
Valen goes towards the chest.
She was going to go towards the chest, but since Valen went for it, she will go towards the other thing.
You approach this altar, you get this sense of dread the further you approach it, the sense of sorrow that isn't yours. You look down upon the lotus. Wait, what?
She just made a very uncomfortable noise.
You look down at the lotus, which blooms in your presence, revealing at its bud, well, instead of a bud, is an eyeball.
Oh, good.
Ugh.
Oh, fun.
Does the altar look familiar in any way? Like, could I make a religion check to try and identify it?
You, without actually needing to roll, you've never seen this altar before. You've never seen anything like it, really. The craftsmanship is alien.
It looks like Juno may have been on a blasphemous path.
Valen, you open the chest. I'll show you what you find.
Quick question.
Yes.
Did I hear her make that comment?
Yes.
Saleya would have said it out loud for everyone to hear.
Yeah.
Sword's gonna go over there.
Okay.
DM, do I recognize the eye?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Would you like to look at the eye further? Try to discern anything from it?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't recognize it.
Roll a nature check for me.
Motherfucker's using my eyes for fucking...
It wasn't my eyes I was thinking of. I was thinking of another pair of eyes. You said nature... 16.
It looks almost as if the eye itself grew from the plant. Almost as if it was a kind of fruit.
She's gonna... She's gonna take it.
You're gonna take it?
Yeah.
Alright, as you pluck the eyeball from this lotus flower, it immediately closes up and the purple glow ceases. And I'm gonna have you... Hold on. You take 2 points of psychic damage.
This is nothing to Sword, so...
Yeah. Well, yeah, you take 2 points of psychic damage. pick up this this eyeball.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Yeah. Valen, you find
Just tell me, do I find more money?
you find 5 gems worth 50 gold each, and you also find 80 gold sitting around in the chest, as well as a silver bar worth 10 gold, and a spell scroll of, hold on, need to get a spell.
How much did you say the silver bar was worth?
10 gold.
Up 10 and what's the spell scroll of?
The spell scroll is of, hold on, first level spell scroll of, let's say, it's a first level spell scroll of Bane. So the spell Bane, not the god Bane. And that's what you find. What are the rest of you doing?
Very painful of him.
Sword found what she needs, so she's probably gonna leave.
Alright. You begin heading up the stairs. What about the other two?
I'm gonna follow.
You follow, Saleya?
Saleya BRB'd, I'm not sure.
We'll just say Saleya follows. So you guys are back in the main room. The only way out is that big double door.
I said it once, I'll say it again. Get out of here before more of them show up. She kind of struggles on the word them.
Once they know what you've done, they're gonna try and kill you.
I'll manage. There's something
Not
I need to
without
do
me.
first.
We still need to let that prisoner out.
That's where I was headed.
And that was the reason we came down here, so...
I was going to use him as a bargaining piece.
You were going to try and hold the hostage.
Well, he is my hostage, after all.
Fair enough.
She's gonna head toward the prisons.
You walk out the double doors, and instead of turning right towards the elevator, you go forward, down a large hall, where you find the doors leading to the prison. It seems largely unoccupied at the moment. There's a guard standing outside, but he doesn't seem hostile towards you at the moment.
Stay here. I mean it, Sword says.
He looks at you and says, okay.
Not him, she's talking to Saleya and Valen!
Oh, it's Saleya and Valen? Okay, yeah, do you guys stay?
I mean, sure.
Saleya?
Did the guard see us already?
No.
I'm sure that we could talk our way through.
Stay.
Fine.
Sword's gonna walk around towards the guard.
Alright. You walk towards the guard, and they sort of nod at you and pay at attention.
I'm taking the kid, she informs the guard and goes inside.
Wait, do you have an order to do so?
She's gonna hold up the medallion.
Okay, yes, and he salutes.
She's going to go inside.
You go inside.
I'm imagining she's covered in blood, but probably that's a normal part of their attire down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's gonna look around for the kid.
You look around. There's a lot of people in these cells.
I probably recognize some of them.
Some are students you've seen around, others are what look to be commoners from various villages. All sorts of different people from all walks of life.
Oh, I thought they cleaned this place out. She's gonna say, looking around. There's no guards in the immediate room, are there?
No.
Alright, she's gonna say out loud. Who wants out of here?
A bunch of, like, pretty much everyone in your immediate begins clinging to the bars, asking for escape.
Alright, shut it! It was rhetorical. She's gonna look at the bars. I let you out of this cage, you do what I say when you say. If you don't, I will kill you. Are we understood?
They all begin nodding frantically.
You don't make a sound until we're out of here.
They all immediately fall into silence.
She's going to start unlocking the cages.
Begin unlocking each cage one by one as people collectively file in. They file out.
They're gonna file out.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm tracking.
Yeah. So yeah, they all escape the cages.
Oh, where is the kid I'm looking for?
You know that at the very end where important targets go.
She's going to walk up to that cage last and look in.
You see a boy with messy, medium-length hair and a student's uniform belonging to the house.
Not your usual digs, I take it?
Did you bribe my father or something? I just want out of here. I know he makes his enemies, but I'm just a student.
Look, kid. I don't know why they took you. I don't care. I came to offer you a way out, but I'm not sure you want it.
Yes, please. If you get me out of here, I'll make sure you're paid handsomely. Whatever you want.
I don't care about your money. Sword's gonna unlock the door.
You unlock the door and he slowly walks out of the cage.
Just stay behind me. I doubt you're any useful in a fight. She's gonna walk back towards the doors.
Understood. He follows.
She reiterates looking at the rest of them. Not a sound. And she's going to crack the door open to look for the guard.
The guard is still there.
She's going to kind of step out and close the door behind her, look at him, and in the most intimidating voice she can, tell him to get lost.
Yes, ma'am. I was never given any other orders for today.
You have somewhere else to be right now.
Understood. He salutes and walks away.
Sword's gonna wait till he's completely gone, and then she's gonna open the doors.
Everyone begins to leave the cages and out the door. Where are you leading them?
I'm gonna take them to the most direct exit out of here.
So there's the one that leads into House Castellan's library, and then there's the one you took in.
Knowing that I've taken both of these routes thousands of times, which is the safest option?
The safest option,
would be the library, right? Because they're not gonna kill somebody in broad daylight, is what I'm thinking.
And not all members of House Castellan are a part of organization.
Library it is, though.
Alright. You take them towards the elevator where you see Saleya and Valen waiting for you.
How many people are we talking about? Like, how big is this group?
Like 40 people.
Sword is gonna look at them, making sure they're all being quiet, and say, You do not run. You don't say a word when we get up there. We are going to the arbiters and the administrators, and we will get this mess cleared up, and you will be sent back to where you belong. Any of you does anything otherwise, you will regret it.
They all nod.
Great. She's gonna usher them onto the lift.
Mm-hmm. You, group by group, usher everyone onto the lift as they all head up. And finally, it's just you three and Julian.
The world's quietest jailbreak. Not as theatrical as I would have been hoping.
Not as theatrical as I was expecting.
Not everything has to be a show. She ushers Julian onto the lift.
Mm-hmm.
Good point there.
You all get onto the lift and head back up, where you see a shine of light from beyond the bookcase, which is open.
Please don't mind my dog sneezing.
Don't worry about it.
What was that?
He has
you
allergies.
Guys... Yeah. Oh. But yeah, you guys head up and you are now a big group of people within that small room in the library.
Just stay behind me, she's gonna say to the rest of them, and she's gonna lead them out, and she is taking them directly to the closest administrator that she can think of.
You open the only door out into the library, and you already see Sylvatanian guards interrogating several students within the room.
I'm
They
grabbing Julian, like, by the arm, and I'm taking him, not in, like, a threatening way, in, like, a protective way, and I'm taking him to the guards.
You take him to the guards. I'm gonna get a picture of what these guards look like. Where are they? Where are they? Where the fuck is the picture I had? There they are. Okay. Hold on one sec. Okay. All of the guards look like this. Oh, whoops. They look like this. And they spot you immediately, and with their hands at their swords, they say, "Hold it."
Sword stops.
He looks down and he says, "Wait, are you Julian of Silmire?" He immediately walks up and looks at the kid, and the kid nodding, he says, "Where did you find him?"
Sword's gonna glance at him. I saved him.
The knight eyeing you spots the design of your clothing and says, "I find that hard to believe, Bay Knight."
Saleya will hold up her hand.
You may speak.
Wait. Me and my friend here, Valen, we recently discovered her. Her name is Sword. She was from the... Allow me to begin at the beginning. Start at the beginning. This is going to be a long story, but I assure you it's very important.
It's a group of 40 people standing around like...
Me and my compatriots here joined the academy at a very young age. She was taken by this Bay Knight cell that we just discovered. They were operating within House Castellan. This is one of the entryways into their fortress. We have proof, evidence that the members of Castellan were... Certain members of Castellan were operating under Bane's influence.
Valen's gonna step forwards close to Saleya and Sword and say to the guard, what they're saying is the truth. We saw it ourselves. Without Sword's help, Julius, whatever his name is, would still be down there being tortured by those Bay Knights. Can I roll for persuasion?
You don't need to persuade. He
God.
looks at all of you and says, he lowers his sword. Very well. I'll let you continue, but first, we need to get all of these people to safety.
That you do.
Meet us out, the guard outpost outside of the town below. We will speak with you all there.
Very well.
Sword's gonna lead the group on.
You all exit the academy and are led down the mountain by the guards into the town where a small military outpost was formed. They bring you in, and you see this man as you enter. One very familiar.
Wait a fucking second.
Wait, I know you.
He looks to you all, and especially looking at Saleya, he says, "Wait a minute. You three, are you the children I saved way back when? 10 years ago?"
By the gods, I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
I operate in the area, partly why I brought you to this academy. My soldiers say that you found Julian and others that were kidnapped by the Bay Knights.
Yes, it's a long story. Apparently they've been operating under the nose, well, with the cooperation of several members of Castellan for perhaps as long as the Academy's been in place.
No, Castellan, that house has existed for just under 100 years. They recently formed. They took over the previous house. I forgot their name. They were banished a while ago. I had suspected something of House Castellan. The family is very suspicious. They get themselves into black market deals all of the time, but I hadn't expected them to be Bay Knights.
I hadn't either.
Do you have proof of this at all?
Sword.
Without saying anything, she's going to hand over the personal effects, the contracts, the important things.
My. I was already investigating the house for a while, 2 years. I hadn't thought they would be up to assassination contracts. Well, this is all very set in stone proof. I'm going to bring this to the Queen, or probably the King. He will issue a banishment of House Castellan. We will have to fill the power void within Malgrave.
I will add that we were forced to defend ourselves against Juno Castellan.
No hard feelings there. If we found this before you, he would have already been sentenced to death. The only thing I wish we could have done is get there sooner, so that we can interrogate him.
Unfortunately, the opportunity for interrogation wasn't really there for us.
That's fine. Juno has a sister. I will speak with her. And probably arrest her by next week.
Would Saleya know about the legality of necromancy?
Yes.
Nice.
Is it legal, specifically?
It is, depending on the... It's, how would I put it? The purpose?
Basically the actual, like, intent behind it.
Yeah, exactly that. So depending on how you use necromancy, it's okay.
If you could get into contact with the right people, I'm sure that Juno's death won't stop you from getting information.
Well, if his soul was claimed by Bane, it might prove difficult, but we may give it a try. We have shaky relations with Groshenwald, but perhaps we can form a temporary truce to make use of their undertakers.
I actually believe there's a possibility his soul may not have been claimed, at least by Bane's.
What makes you say that?
Not only did we discover that he was a Bane Knight, we also discovered that he was, even under the nose of the Bane Knights themselves, exploring some sort of extraplanar being.
Extraplanar being.
We
Describe
saw.
this being.
I saw purple or strangely colored plants, roots within his quarters. There was this alien altar with a flower that bloomed with an eye inside of it.
Sword shifting her pack uncomfortably, knowing it's in there.
Wait, that sounds familiar. Yes, I've heard about this. One of my colleagues has been investigating a case for a long time now. There's this cult that has recently sprung up, or we believe cult. Everywhere we found them, most of them were dead. However, we would always find these purple lotuses, the center of it all. We know nothing of it yet. We've still been researching and investigating, but the fact that it's gotten this deep into Castellan household, we're gonna need to issue a lockdown on a lot of the noble houses, see if any of them have been corrupted by this menace.
If there's any way that I can help, just let me know.
We may bring you into the capital. There we have resources on uncovering what this entity is, with how little we know about it. Maybe with your knowledge, you can help the scholars figure out more.
Leia will look to the other two.
Silmire will be grateful to hear from you all. What do you guys do?
60 was we're not going to be careful.
Oh, well, he's down for the count. Sword, what do you do?
Sword's not doing anything at the moment. Sword doesn't really know what to do. This is the first time in 10 years she hasn't had somebody telling her what to do.
Valen is going to turn around and start leaving the barracks, or wherever we are.
Before you leave, I will say, you guys will be provided lodging on your own. We'll make sure you get there safely without any hiccups. I'm sure the Banites will hold a grudge once they discover his body.
I do think we should get some rest.
Here, take this. He pulls something from his pocket, and it's a badge. Take this to the tavern, you'll get free lodging, otherwise you can use the academy. We will be leaving by tomorrow once the investigation is over.
Thank you.
And be safe. We will station guards at your post in case anything goes wrong.
That won't stop them. Sword's gonna say and start walking.
Well, you'd be surprised with the tenacity of my soldier.
Sword's gonna look over her shoulder and say, I've killed your soldiers before. It won't stop them. And keep walking.
The lower ones, maybe. But I've brought the entire battalion with me for this investigation, so do not worry.
Sword doesn't believe him.
I hold no grudges since you were brainwashed, but trust me when I say you guys will be safe.
We can handle ourselves.
Very well. He returns to his investigation. You guys are free to do as you please.
Saleya will look over to Sword.
Sword's just walking towards the tavern. That's where she was told to go.
I'm alive again!
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Saleya will follow Sword to the tavern.
Valen, before making his way with Saleya and Sword to the tavern, is gonna go buy some healing potions.
You do, yeah. I'll let you.
Just
go
remember
to
you
your
get
list.
health back on long rests.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm incredibly squishy, and I literally had 8 health left after getting hit once. So,
That's fair.
so
Yeah.
Woo! Glass cannon team!
Yup.
Oh, we are so fucked.
Everybody is made out of cardboard and duct tape.
This is gonna be the most fun.
How many potions you want?
How much would just 5 common potions do?
5 common potions. That would be 100 gold.
300. I was gonna say I have 300.
You should probably get some higher ranking ones if you're getting that much health chopped off of you.
Yeah, the other thing is, like, common health potions aren't really going to be very effective for us since we're level 4.
Yeah. Because uncommon is 44 plus 4, so that would be like the minimum amount I would use, because that's not even going to give you that much.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 4, but yeah.
Uncommon is?
Uncommon is 4.
Uncommon's 4.
Common is 2d4.
Common is 2d4.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Uncommon is 44 plus 4.
Okay. But yeah.
So what ones would you recommend I get then?
Yeah, the uncommon.
Okay, I'll get 5 uncommon ones.
5? Okay, that'll be...
And they were 40 apiece.
Do you have 200 gold?
I have 320.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
The common healing potion is 2d4 plus 2. Greater is 4d4 plus 4. Superior is 8d4 plus 8. And then the highest level is the Supreme Healing Potion, which gives 10d4 plus 20.
Yeah.
You said uncommon was 4d4 plus 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, Valen's gonna now make his way back to the tavern.
Alright. So you guys head back to the tavern. What do you guys do?
Sword's gonna flash the badge like they were told to do.
Alright. You flash the badge, and they lead you up to your rooms where guards are stationed at. You guys each want your own individual room, or do you want to either of you to share a room, or what?
It would probably be safer if we were all in the same room.
If that's what you wish. Sword's gonna walk into one of the available rooms.
It's easy to stab a lone person in the middle of the night. It's a lot harder when there's 3.
Sword's gonna like walk in and look at the bed, which is like probably infinitely more comfortable than anything she slept on in the last 10 years, and just like stare at it.
Wait, this bed's cushioned with straw?
So yeah, you guys...
Made of wood?
You guys now have the opportunity to rest.
Absolutely. Soleil is going to just immediately fall into whatever thing looks vaguely soft enough to sleep on.
Valen's gonna go to to one of the non-occupied beds and just sit on it.
Sword, looking at the bed, is gonna go to the windowsill and sit in the windowsill.
You sit on the windowsill. Do you guys sleep at all?
I mean, Sword will probably rest long enough to take care of herself, but she's not gonna sleep well.
Yeah.
Should we keep watching shifts just to make sure?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. It's gonna be like when Sword's not sleeping, Valen is sleeping, and what so far? Soleil, Sword, Valen.
All right, you guys do shifts. Here, roll initiative just to see who takes shifts when.
I mean, we can probably just order it out.
Yeah, you guys can order it out if you
Roll
want.
the 19. Bam.
I also have a 19.
Soleil will go whenever the other two.
Yeah.
If the other two prefer like the beginning or mid shift.
Yeah. All right, the other two can choose who goes first.
I'll choose middle.
All right. Okay, Sword, your first watch.
Yeah, Sword's probably not gonna sleep anyway, so she'll just sit in the windowsill.
One thing that does happen as you all take your rest, even those who are taking watch, at least as of now, your eyes begin to get heavy.
Oh, not again.
And they close as you fall into a deep sleep. You awake again in that same vast sea of stars you saw 10 years ago. This time, you don't see blurry faces, but each other. And you hear that voice. The Black Heart is on the horizon. Soon, you will have it in your grasp should you stick together. I pray for your success. Once again, seek the Princess of Moonlight, and she will guide the way. And then, Sword, since it was your shift, you wake up from that dream.
I'm also wondering if somebody else has anything to say after that entire event.
Which somebody? Yes, actually, I was gonna get to that.
Just curious!
As you wake up, you also hear another voice in the back of. They don't say anything. It's just laughter. An intense, maniacal laughter.
The Sword hears it, and immediately she's got her face in her knees because she's trying not to cry.
And that where I'm going to end session.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I've got to decide what new level 2 spell I want to learn.
Questions, thoughts, opinions?
Shit's fucked.
Shit's
fucked.
Indeed fucked.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is great. Everyone else is just like having trauma and shit, and Valen's here.
I'm very happy that I managed to call a boss's dick small and it actually do damage.
I just got
amazing.
to fucking execute 2 people, so I'm good.
Yeah, no, you fucking murdered them. Oh my god. You one-shot both of them. They still had 15 HP. I wasn't expecting you to do that.
That's the power of fucking rogues.
Yo.
God, I love Rogue. Hey, Kira, can I switch Brian to a Rogue?
No, you can't.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
Any theories?
The voice we heard that when we all got that dream telling us to seek the Moonlight Princess is not evil.
Yeah.
I think the Lotus person is in part or wholly responsible for the shit that happened to us.
Oh yeah, yeah. That weird alien shit's definitely connected to what happened to us.
It's the fucking mind flayers.
Oh no.
Goddamn Pepper Brain, this is just Baldur's Gate 3.
No.
Not again.
It's worse.
What? Oh no. Instead of getting in their eye, they're getting it anyways.
It couldn't be Baldur's Gate 3. There aren't anywhere near as many sex scenes.
Exactly.
Speed run.
Yet. There aren't as many sex scenes yet.
I'm concerned.
God forbid you guys run into a bear.
Oh, come on. If we run into a bear, Valen will be rolling for seduction.
I don't think anybody's surviving a sex scene with Saleya.
Valen wants to be far away.
That sounds like a challenge to Sword, honestly.
Oh, Christ.
How far can you last before you succumb to blood loss?
Valen's
We'll
just
find
gonna
out.
be on the other side of the city.
You guys are getting further across the continent where shit'll get even crazier.
Yippee!
Yippee!
I love crazy shit happening.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had to create an entire module for that fight.
That's
God
awesome.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
That brought me so much joy.
Oh yeah, that was
God.
really fun.
Yeah, I was not expecting the hold person, but I loved it.
Yeah, we got really lucky.
Oh, shit.
And now you guys have made enemies of the Castellans. Good luck.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. I one-shot some of their people, it's fine.
No, that wasn't the Castellans. That's just House Castellan.
I will touch the Castellans in places they don't know where they want to be.
As I said, yet.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god.
Yep. Yeah, shit's gonna get even crazier from here on out. Get ready.
Oh,
What feat could I even take?
Oh yeah.
That's a serious question. What feat could I
Oh.
fucking take? 'Cause I don't know.
There's a list of feats, or if
Oh,
you
okay,
don't want a
awesome.
feat, you can just take
Yeah.
an
ASI.
ability score improvement.
Yeah. You can increase your stats if you want.
Basically gives you like 2 skill points you can slap into something.
Yeah. Or you
was
can
gonna
get a
say,
feat.
I think I'm gonna get a feat because
Yeah,
there was one
feats are
that
good.
basically increases your AC a little bit, makes them a little less squishy. Can I get defensive duelist?
Oh yeah.
I mean, tough might be good if you're getting your ass beat too.
Yeah, tough is good.
Tough.
get
Tough
tough.
defensive. I mean, AC can be pretty useful.
Yeah.
I will say, just as a meta thing, typically AC kind of stops getting useful at really high levels
Mm-hmm.
because, like, the maximum AC you can get with like a normal person's usually around like 20-ish,
Mm-hmm.
and high level monsters usually start getting like +8s and +10s to their attacks.
Yeah.
So it becomes having a lot more HP is usually better than having a lot of AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get with the tough feat.
Yeah, I went easy on you guys with this boss. Actually, well, if you guys were lower than him in the turn order, it would have been a lot harder.
Oh yeah, he did some
Good
scary
thing we
shit.
weren't.
That's why I resorted to hold person.
Yeah, he is capable of scary stuff. You're just lucky that he didn't get to do it on you guys, and I'm glad you guys got through that fight pretty unscathed. Because
Unscathed, he says. Me at half health. Palin almost dead.
Yeah.
So
Saleya was the only one who didn't get hit, not because that was because she was hiding behind the other
Guards are fucking scary, man.
So above game, Juno had the assassin stat block. Anybody below him on the turn order who hasn't taken a turn yet, he can instantly crit them.
Oh god.
That explains a lot.
And he also has evasion, which he wasn't able to use. Thank God. I also didn't want that fight to run on way too long because he can, if he lasts a long time, he can be scary.
Yeah.
He also has sneak attack. He has sneak attack. He also has command. You guys are lucky he didn't use that. It wouldn't have worked on Soleil, but it might have worked on the other two.
Yeah, command can fuck you up.
Yeah.
Juno uses
With the
command.
right,
Get on your knees. Ooh, kinky.
And I had to nerf some of his damage, just so you guys wouldn't get as fucked up by him. It's not just the damage; it's the poison he can deal. He originally could have dealt 24 poison damage to you just outright.
Yeah, that probably would have.
That would have one-shot me. What the fuck?
Yeah, the scary thing too is if he crit, that would have been because if you take more than 2 times your maximum HP from a single hit, specifically a single instance of damage, so multi-hits don't count.
Yeah.
But if you take more than twice your max HP in a single instance of damage, then it's an insta-kill.
Yeah, and I'm glad you guys took out Dane and Maven first because if they stayed alive any longer, they have Sanctuary. So.
Oh yeah, Sanctuary would have fucked us up.
Yeah, they have Sanctuary and Cure Wounds, so that would have.
They don't have it anymore.
They don't have it anymore because they're both dead.
Oh yeah. Yep. They are very busy being dead now.
They're very busy being very dead.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I find it a little silly that the one dude just went from laughing on the floor to just his head popping like a cherry.
Yeah, no, that he did not last.
No, he didn't.
That was a lucky one. If they stayed alive any longer, then that boss would have been difficult.
That would have been fun.
Slaya, Sword and Slaya gonna have another little chat during our long rest.
That's up to you.
I might let you guys do that for beginning of next session because I do have to go. But
that works.
you guys,
you go.
You guys can play that. Oh,
does my health increase?
It should.
Yeah.
You gain a health
so when
increase.
you level up, you get it's your hit die plus your con.